What's up? Big Ray in the house. Mouth in the house. Not mouse in the house. He's not a mouse. He's a mouth of the South from Downtown Sports. And Big Ray. What's going on, Big Ray? We have the field general coming up. Ray, you been doing any research? You ready to draft, or are you just going to donate your money?
I'm ready to draft, man.
He's ready to draft, guys. So we'll give you guys a few minutes. I know Mouth is down. Let a couple more people funnel in here, and we will hop in together and try to all get in the same draft. This is the Field General, $3. This is Superflex, 20 rounds, half PPR. We're looking at, let's see, 186,000 people total in this tournament. $100,000 at first, $50,000 a second, and all the way down the line here. So make the playoffs, top 2 of your 12-team league that we're drafting. You get your money back, and then you got to advance a couple weeks to make the big money. I think one of us will do it. Maybe me, maybe Mouth, maybe Ray, maybe Jake, whoever else hops in here. Let me know in the chat if you're down, when you're down, and we will count it down together and get in the same league and see how Ray drafts here. Ray's kind of a newbie to best ball, but he knows his shit fantasy football wise, so excited to see what he can come up with.
Don't think just because I got a lot of money, I'll give you taco flavored kisses, honey. Fulfill all your wishes with my taco flavored kisses. Taco, taco, burrito, burrito, taco, taco.
What are you munching on there, buddy?
Grill the steak.
So you're munching something.
Grill the steak with some veggies.
Actual grill, outside grill, inside? What did you do?
Yeah.
It's hard to see, but what did you? Okay.
Yeah, outside.
Okay. How big? How big? How much was the steak?
$9.
Ooh, that's pretty nice.
I mean, it was on sale, but
this is best ball. Jay, we didn't start it up yet. This is the Field General on Underdog best ball. You see it on the screen right here. I'll show you how to get to it. So just go to Underdog. If you have Underdog, all these tournaments listed, we're going to the Field General, the $3 Superflex. Let me re-emphasize that it is Superflex. 2 quarterbacks, ideally. Doesn't have to be 2 quarterbacks. We want to draft more quarterbacks in this format. Shout out to Jay. Jay's the man. Ready to work him in Dynasty or maybe get worked. Also, we have Mouth with a pretty blockbuster deal. No surprise there in Dynasty. He traded his... It was a lot of draft picks being traded. Our draft is on Tuesday. He's already traded his next year's first and didn't give up his first, which is a nice part of the deal. His second, his fourth, and his sixth. He got a first and a 7th overall. Seventh round. So he's essentially, I don't know. It's hard to make. What do you make of this trade, Ray? I think it's, if anything, I think that Derek is getting the better end long term. But I think Mouth might have the better end short term because he has 2 top 5 picks now. That's something. That is something.
Yeah, no. No. That's exactly right when I saw it. That's what you just said is the first thing I thought of. Mouth was just trying to get a head start and get his team, set and loaded with some current guys. And, Derek was just looking to, build up the stock and get some guys for next year.
No, I spoke it wrong. Mouth gets a first round. No, Mouth gets a first round pick next year. So
okay.
It seems I don't know. It's just a weird trade. It's a weird trade.
I messed it up too. But either way, that's whoever got so Mouth's looking to the future, Derek's looking for now. And I mean, I like both ways, but looking to the future in a dynasty is never bad because
and you can very easily trade that next year first round mid-season and get a nice return for that pick back. And you got to find you'll get more return back when you find a team that's literally 1-6. They will pay for that first round pick. So 2 first. So it's like you have the 2 first and you don't have a lot later, but you also have next year's first.
Okay, so Dave or Rob, you just confused me because you said the first thing and then you mixed it up. So Mouth said he has the 2 first.
I was misspoken. I misspoke. Jay said never draft a super flex. I will watch and learn. That's the goal here, buddy. All right, might as well start this one up since it's been 6 minutes. Mouth, you want to do the honors and join one and let us know? How do you want to do this? Or we can just all join together. I'll wait for your comment here in the comments, and then we'll go from there. Because me and Ray can join at the same time. You're a little delayed, so I just want to make sure Mouth gets in because he's missed on a couple.
Yeah, I want Mouth in there too.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we don't because it's more competition to go against, but we welcome the competition. It was 5. So we'll wait a couple minutes then, Mouth. Was that like a minute ago, Mouth? It was 5?
Oh,
okay. He said it was 5 and he backed out. Let me know how long ago that was when you joined. It was 5. Was that like a minute ago? I think we could probably wait. I don't know, 3 minutes probably. These don't fill up that fast because I think there's so many other tournaments people are playing. 1 minute. So let's wait a couple more. Let's wait, I'd say 2 minutes. And then try it again, Mouth, and let us know in like a minute or two. Try it again, and we will all get in that draft together. Ray, you got your shit queued up, right? Field General, 20 seconds per pick. Got that queued up? Got to make sure it's 20 seconds per pick. You see the 8 hours. We want to go 20 seconds per pick.
Yeah, no. I'm sitting here ready to enter.
All right.
As soon as you tell me.
Mal says he still has 6 picks in the first 7 rounds. So essentially you're losing 1, but you got 2 number 1s this year. Yeah, so that's a wash. Exactly. So you actually
you did pretty good.
Losing a 2nd and a 4th is an issue. But getting 2 firsts almost negates that. Our league is really deep. That's the concern, is our league is really deep. But getting next year's first just gives you another poker chip to play with. Now you have 2 firsts next year. You could trade one of them. You could trade both of them. You can keep both of them. And if your team doesn't pan out this year, now you have, your pick will be really nice. Plus his pick will still be probably, I want to say, top 8. It's not like you got a haul. So really, really nice, interesting trade to kind of spark the Dynasty League, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
All right. Let me know. You could probably help.
I loved like everybody agreeing that, integrity is in this league. So.
Yeah, we voted. There's no vetoes, and I do like that. I don't like it in all leagues because, people are petty and they like to veto every goddamn trade just because they're not involved, which I hate. But I also hate vetoes because someone can fucking derail the league. So
I was going to tell you, my one league.
Hop in the field, General. Hop in, Ray. Hop in.
All right.
One more to start. You got to hurry. Hurry. Get in. Fill it. Fill me up, Ray.
Fill Rob's up. Yeah, fill him up.
Are you in?
I'm in. No, but my one league, dude, with some of my buddies, they make some really, really bad trades. And it's just like the guys are so, I don't know. It just pisses me off. But
all right, we got Mouth at 4. We got Ray at 7. I am at 9. So I am away from these guys for the most parts. Me and Ray are somewhat close. So I don't hate it.
We're too close for comfort in our.
I know. We're all too close in the Dynasty League. We're all too close. It's me, it's our team, it's your team, and it's Nick O's team are all back to back to back. But
oh God,
you know what? It's going to be.
Players taking it. Oh my God, me and Chaz are going to have to. My mom.
Blake, hit me up in the Discord. We'll figure it out, man. I don't know why I wouldn't let you make an account. Kentucky should be good, right? Did you look up if Kentucky is eligible for Underdog? I think it's good in like 42 states or some shit. So you should be good. Kentucky needs all the money they can get. I think Blake knows this. And then Blake picks right behind me. So we have it's gonna be competitive, man. What I like is we're doing a slow draft in our dynasty. So and you can trade picks. Like it's more NFL draft style. You can actually trade picks. There goes Josh Allen, Lamar, Bijan. Pretty standard stuff. Mouth will probably take Jahmyr Gibbs. There it is. Jahmyr Gibbs to Mouth. Yeah, sometimes there's some issues with verifying your address, but it should work as long as you have a valid driver's license, Blake, or at least state ID, whatever the hell they ask for.
Son of a bitch.
All right. Drake May at 6. Again, we have Mouth picking at 4. We have Big Ray picking at 7. Myself picking at 9. Superflex. So again, if you're new to Superflex,
give me Caleb.
Pay attention, hang out. I know Jay is here. Jay can watch. There goes Caleb at 7.
Took him over.
Is that ahead of Jaden Daniels? That's fair. I don't hate that. We will take Let's take Jaden Daniels.
I'll admit that's homerish, but at the same time, I do just believe in the Ben Johnson and him connection more than I do Cliff Kingsbury and Jaden. But
Personal says, does anyone know how Abraham Lincoln died? Yeah, John Wilkes Booth assassinated him. He was watching a play, attending a play, I believe.
Blew his head off.
Yeah, someone yelled, "Look, a holy man," and 100 guns fired. No, it was one gun fired. So I think that's pretty much fact. Although who knows? It's not quite as there's not as much gray area about that as there was the JFK assassination. That is definitely.
I was about to say the 100 shot. What might have been I was literally about to say that, Rob. The 100 shot might be from the JFK one, because there was definitely more than one shooter at that one.
There goes McCaffrey at 13. We are up in 2 picks. I can set my queue. Pick 16. We'll hop Jonathan Taylor in there. We'll hop JSN in there. And Justin Herberts. Any of those 3 gentlemen are just fine with me. Trevor Lawrence at 14. This is just getting gross. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this, guys? So we're going to take Jonathan Taylor ahead of Justin Herbert. I have not seen the comparison between Lincoln and JFK. I did see Nick O. We played Nick O's clip last night. You know what? I'm going to play that right now because it actually fits the bill. This is a throwback clip, guys, from 2023. We compared Pee Wee Herman to John Wilkes Booth. Here you go. Pee Wee Herman died.
Yeah.
Hear about that?
I heard.
Let's just talk about the elephant in the room that I'm creating. His personal life, which is a little
than
checkered.
Yeah.
We all know about the public jerking off in a movie theater. But
yeah, he was.
I didn't hear about the Michael Jackson level pornography he had of child porn. Not to shit on the guy's grave, but I tend to do that. Sorry, Pee Wee. But hey, you know what? You entertain kids. You were super weird. Congratulations on your career and your life. And
who didn't watch that show as a kid? I watched that show.
This is not very genuine.
Should we have a word of the day for the podcast in honor of
pedophile?
But I mean, in all honesty, he was the second most famous man to ever shoot another man in the back of the head in a theater.
Goodness me.
Yeah! Him and John Wilkes Booth, baby.
Somewhat trepidatious on that.
I love it. Good for you, son.
That's awesome.
All-time epic moment. All-time epic moment on the show. Nico was waiting patiently in the wings. The best part about that clip is that he had no idea I was going to bring up Pee Wee Herman, so he couldn't have planned that joke. I think it marinated in him, and just it worked, and that was super goddamn clever.
Yeah, man.
Really Jay, yes, you could play. There's one flex, so it's 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 flex, and then 1 super flex. So super flex could be anything. A normal flex is running back, wide receiver, tight end. So ideally, you want to, especially half PPR, you want to play a quarterback in your super flex. Otherwise, like majority of weeks, you want to draft like that. So you need 3 quarterbacks for sure. I don't like taking 4. 4 is a little bit too much because I feel like the rest of your positions will be weak. So 3 is ideal. If I get 2 studs, I'll just roll with 2, and that's how you win the tournament. If those guys go off,
took your Herbies,
and that's a fine pick. Yeah, I could have taken him. I was going to take him at 16 possibly, but 18 is fine. That's way after ADP. What I don't like about going quarterback is it does kind of limits. You know, I guess you could always take a third. Saquon Barkley at 28 to Mouth. Mouth has 0 quarterbacks in this draft. He's going super aggressive. Can't wait to see this. No, man, you just got to make sure some quarterbacks fall. If they fall, you're golden. There goes Kenneth Walker, the tiny dancer. Big Ray is on the board. I'm up in 2 picks. You can't really go quarterback here.
No, but I'm just going to take Justin Jefferson. Fuck it.
There you go.
Probably should have taken a running. I probably should have taken Ryan Hampton, but that's okay. I'll roll with Justin and see what happens.
So we are going to take Matt Stafford well after ADP. I really kind of wanted a Kyler Murray team, but we'll take Matt Stafford. And sucks you can't get Puka, but I will kind of have to take Devontae Adams here eventually, which I'm not in love with. Pick 40. I could still take 1 more quarterback too. We will put in Jordan Love in the queue, and other than that, I'm not taking anyone else. So
now that I'm thinking about it, since I had Herbert, I should have taken Hampton. Not to say that a lot of receiving touchdowns would come from Hampton, but even
Big Ray, Caleb Herbert, Jefferson. And there goes Jordan Love up in 3 picks. Here's the queue. I have 3 running backs in the queue. Mouth, the same thing happened to me. You have, I'm guessing you have St. Brown, right? Same thing happened to me. Same pick, bro. Actually, I had the third pick, and someone took Jared Goff at 26 over like Brock Purdy or some shit. And with one of my wife's drafts earlier today, and I don't understand that. Jared Goff's a fine pick, don't get me wrong, but to do it on stack just seems a little bit egregious. So a few options here. I'm technically leaning pretty heavy running back in this format because I want to start a running back in my flex opposed to a wide receiver. And I want to stack my receivers. This goes George Pickens at 38. That is so far ahead of ADP. That is 14 picks ahead of ADP to pair with Dak Prescott, so I don't hate it. But that's a little bit too reachy for me, brother. There goes Love. We're going to take Josh Jacobs. One of my first shares of Josh Jacobs. I don't take a lot of them, but you know what? Until they bring someone else in, this is not just his backfield, but like a monopoly on this backfield because there is nobody there. It's Chris Brooks. He is tiny. He is bad. And it's Marshawn Lloyd, guys. Marshawn Lloyd can't stay healthy going to the grocery store. Blake says, even though Dynasty draft is set for slow, how long do you realistically expect it to last? I believe it's 25 rounds, 28 rounds. It's a long draft, so I think 2 weeks. I would say 2 weeks. What's going on, What's going on, Frizzle? Miss Frizzle. That's a Magic School Bus? Remember that show?
Yeah.
Wild show, dude. Pretty fucking trippy, dude. Yeah. I think Miss Frizzle, I'm telling you, I know Miss Frizzle was definitely a stoner, right? She was definitely pumping on that Chiba.
What is happening here?
I haven't any idea, honestly.
I'm giving Frank a handy under the table.
That is true. Look, Snail, back off, because you're just mashing it now. It's not...
For God's sakes, Gail.
Mom, I'm sexually active now. Get over it.
You're 33 years old. You're supposed to be sexually active. You're not supposed to be fondling your uncle under a table.
Whoa, we're not blood related.
Whoa, we're not blood related.
Says Miss Frizzle off the LSD. She was probably a lesbian too. Miss Frizzle was a stoner lesbian. Nothing wrong with that. In Dynasty Superflex startup, would you guys take Gibbs or Josh Allen at the 106? Dude, in Superflex, Josh Allen should go number 1. So it's Josh Allen, just based on the format. If it was a normal non-Superflex, it's definitely Gibbs. Josh Allen should be probably a second-round pick, mid-second. It's Josh Allen. It's not even close. I would take possibly Lamar Jackson, Drake May. The first 5 picks should be quarterbacks in any Superflex. And Dynasty quarterbacks last a long time. I know Josh Allen's a rushing quarterback, but Josh Allen's not Lamar Jackson, right? Josh Allen is a monster. He should maintain some good peak performance into his mid-30s, where I feel like Lamar at 35 is going to look worse than Josh Allen at 35. Ray, do you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
so it's easy for me. It's easy, Josh Allen, brother.
Yeah, Josh Allen is just also foolproof to a point. I mean, he really is.
Josh Allen's never once missed an NFL game. He plays through broken feet. Breaks his foot last year, also has another injury and plays through it. Josh, eventually that will catch up to him, but I'm not going to draft according to that. You know what I mean? I got to see it happen. It's like Derrick Henry. Like, we've been fading Derrick, and not this channel. We have not been fading Derrick Henry, but the community's been fading Derrick Henry for 3 years now. That has not worked out well for the community. Not this community, again. Fantasy community. Bozos. Up in 2 picks. Ray,
not a fan of this, but I'm
right
just going to take another running back.
Devontae, you got to take a running back here. We have Daniels and Stafford. So Daniels and Stafford. 81. Okay. Scatabo. I'm going to take the best receiver available in Nico Collins. I don't like it. Is this a slow draft, Frizzle? Not sure what these guys are doing. They took Caleb Williams and Jared Goff before Josh Allen. Caleb, I could see because of age, right? Like, that is understandable. I don't agree with it. We're Bears fans. I don't agree with that. Jared Goff's 31, 32 years old. Blake, let me know how old Jared Goff is. He's not a young man. Josh Allen's young.
Probably 34.
My original thing was 33. I think he's probably 33.
Yeah, that's probably closer to what he is, to be honest.
Man, I have to take Terry McLaurin here. This is a reach, but I believe he's going to return value. I have Jaden Daniels. I don't think I was getting him. Goff's 31. Okay, my first instinct was right. So, but Josh Allen is, how old is Josh Allen? 27? 28? Is he 28? He's definitely younger than Lamar.
Josh Allen,
he's definitely younger than Goff.
All right, I'm going to get my stack here and hope to God that he lives up to it.
Glad McConkey. Oh, Colson Loveland. All right, I'm down after ADP. Josh is 29, so 2 years younger than Jared Goff. The point is, as great as Jared Goff is in fantasy, he's very consistent. Josh Allen's the number one quarterback off the board. I mean, number one or number two besides Lamar the last 5 years for a reason. Jared Goff has amazing years, and he finishes quarterback 6 because he offers nothing on the ground. So Caleb, I understand Caleb. I understand Drake May if someone wants to go that way and play the long game, but Jared Goff has no business being in that conversation. Jared Goff should be quarterback 9, 10, or 11 in Dynasty. Maybe later. Yeah. Maybe I almost like Jared Goff better in redraft because, like I said, 31. You could see the Lions kind of, making the preemptive move of drafting his successor in the next couple of years. And at 35, 34, Jared Goff's off the Lions. Now he's a journeyman on another team. I love Jared Goff, okay? But think of the two situations Jared Goff's been in. The Lions, which have built this awesome juggernaut, and he was with Sean McVay. I mean, Jared Goff, I love him. Former number 1 overall pick, very good processor, but Jared Goff also crumbles under pressure. So if you put Jared Goff on a bad team when he's older, what is Jared Goff going to look like? Not very good. He's going to look like Kirk Cousins had looked the last couple of years.
Right.
I think that's a pretty accurate assessment. So Josh Allen can play ball, man. That's wild. So yes, take Josh Allen. Mouth with Stroud and Geno Smith. That is fine. That is fine. Who is taking all the quarterbacks? This guy's got.
Oh, there go the running backs.
Plenty of talent left, dude. Plenty of talent left. There goes Garrett Wilson with Geno Smith. Nice pick from Mouth. I think Mouth's team's going to be fine. You're going to have to rely on a rookie Carson Beck level player for your quarterback 3, but you know what? Not a lot of risk there. Emeka Igbigbu off the board at 78.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I could have waited on Terry McLaurin. God damn it. You got Ladd McConkey all the way back there, huh, Ray? Look at you.
I got that double stack. I got him with Herbert, and I got Colson with Caleb.
Yep, I see it. I see it. Oh, God, Jay, I saw that. So Colin Cowherd did his top 10 quarterback rankings. He kept Jaden Daniels 10. He kept that wasn't even that egregious. Dak Prescott was out of his top 10, and he had Caleb at 3. Like, I love Caleb Williams.
That's high.
I would put Dak ahead of Caleb right now.
Yeah,
or it's
change during
like
the season.
3 to 12, dude. Like it's the same thing as what we saw from Jaden Daniels, right? Last year, people were rating Jaden Daniels a top 5 quarterback, and I feel like now the hate's gone too far. But like, I love Caleb, and I think it's also he's tied to Ben Johnson, and this team looks pretty good.
Oh,
so
no,
it'll probably be a fine pick at 3, but like what has he done to be the third quarterback? Like ahead of Jalen Hurts, even as much as I hate Jalen Hurts,
it's
like
just the
Caleb's a better quarterback.
But, to be honest,
yeah, and now I'm a Jalen Hurts defender apparently because Jalen Hurts, as much as I rip on the guy, has a Super Bowl MVP. I mean, we all know Caleb's a better quarterback. It looks better. He's got more tools, better arm. But come on, like, what are we doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Colin Cowherd put his Skip Bayless hat on for a little bit there. And we're going to take DJ Moore here. Kind of like this receiver room. Not going to lie. And I'm going to go with a 2 quarterback team, it appears. Ray, you got 2 you only have 2 quarterbacks as well, but that's when you go quarterback, you can do that. I went quarterback, running back, quarterback, but I feel pretty comfortable with Matt Stafford as my 2.
Like a receiver, running back. Fuck it. I'll just take another running back to be safe. Not happy with it, but
no one's ever happy with the Tony Pollard pick, man. It's just,
I know.
You got a Happy Meal from McDonald's because you were hungry, and you got a sweet toy, which breaks in 2 times of playing with it, especially if you shove it up your ass. Don't shove Happy Meal toys up your ass, guys. Blake, Ryan Clark probably doesn't have Josh Allen in his top 5. Ryan Clark's top 10 quarterbacks are all black. That's just a straight up fact. Like, he's putting in.
He's a
I'm pretty
rage
sure
baiter,
Dante
bro.
Culpepper. Dante Culpepper is in his top 10, and this is active quarterbacks. He still has Dante. He's like, well, if Dante Culpepper comes back, he goes to the right situation. What an idiot.
He is just a straight up rage baiter, man. Like, he is the meaning of it.
That is what he is. There's still a lot of good receivers on the board. There's still a couple good tight ends on the board. Quarterbacks are nil. I'll go back to the board. I apologize. Mouth loves himself some Jalen Warren. I will say Jalen Warren seems like a value. I'm a big Rico fan, but I guess my concern is that Caleb Johnson, right? Like, that's my concern, and maybe I shouldn't be worried about Caleb Johnson.
Yeah, does he actually play?
I mean, he should. He's in theory a better prospect than Jalen Warren. Better tools, younger. There goes Marvin Harrison. I wish I would have had him fall back to me. That was never going to happen, though. Got some dudes, some guys available.
What? Now that I'm thinking about it, with Tomlin gone, definitely could open up things for him. Somebody who doesn't hate him.
Dotto will lose out first. I know. Teammates love Jalen Warren. The fans love Jalen Warren. I think the front office likes Jalen Warren, but I think Rico Dowdle's a better runner of the football than Jalen Warren. I think Rico Dowdle's an underrated receiver. So also a guy that has a lot of tread on, not a lot of tread on those tires. He's only been the lead back for like spurts in the season. There goes Tua. We like that. Take Tua. This guy's got Mahomes, Jared Goff, Aaron Rodgers, and Tua. That just seems a little bit egregious. He should have waited 5 rounds and taken Justin Fields since he has Patrick Mahomes. Curious to see what Mouth does here, and he takes Carnell Tate. So up in 4 picks. Big Ray is almost on the clock. Ray can't take a running back. This guy should take a running back. Ray has 3 running backs already. He needs a wide receiver. I'm pretty good at wide receiver. There goes Monungai off the board. So still a tight end left. Harold Fannin is still available.
All right. I think I'm just going to go with the guy who got his contract and see what happens.
I love that pick. I'm getting one of the 2 guys I really need here, either Blake Corum or RJ Harvey. I am fine with either. I prefer Blake Corum, but give me RJ Harvey either way. I don't care. See who he takes.
I was thinking about taking Harvey just to be able to have that with Pollard, but, I'm happy with my pick.
I also have Matt Stafford, so I don't know. It doesn't correlate too well, but maybe RJ Harvey falls back another 6 picks to me. If not, there is some dudes available. DK Metbull,
So what you're telling me is I'm not getting him if he doesn't get picked when you pick him. I mean,
I might take Kyle Pitts ahead of him.
Well,
yeah, I would probably take Kyle Pitts. I would probably take one of these tight ends because I don't have a tight end. There goes Harold Fannin. So I need
you need some Pitts in your life.
Puppy's gonna take Kyle Pitts here.
Yes, he is. You got Kittle.
I gotta prepare. I'm not taking Kittle.
Yeah, not now. I'm just
this early. And I won't get him. I'll take DK. My 4 receivers I feel like are pretty good. Nico Collins, Terry McLaurin, Devontae Adams, and DJ Moore. I don't want any of these running backs that are there. There is no quarterback I really like. Deshaun Watson, no thank you. Heyo, we're getting Kyle Pitts at pretty decent value. I can't believe how far he's going.
Yeah, wow. That's good for you.
I mean, it was at ADP, but I just don't feel like with all the additions they made there in Cleveland, like why is Harold Fannin going ahead of Kyle Pitts? And I love Harold Fannin, but just shouldn't happen.
Right.
Let's see. What are we thinking? The first 5 picks will be in next week in Dynasty. It's going to be the normal in the redraft. It's going to be, I don't know the order. I would think Jamar Chase is 1, and then probably Gibbs Bijan 2-3 with Puka 4, JSN 5. Those 2 might flop. Those are going to be the top 5 picks. I can almost guarantee those are the top 5 picks because all those guys are super young. That just makes sense. It makes too much sense. Blake, I like Fannin more in a PPR. Just how many touchdowns is he going to score? And the problem is now, like, so many mouths there now, and they're not good mouths. But I like Concepcion. They drafted Boston in the 2nd round. Jerry Jeudy's still there. They have 2 running backs. It's also the Browns who's throwing the ball. It just doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like an upside shot. Where like Kyle Pitts, I can make an argument for him being a top 5, top 3 tight end. Tucker Kraft, we saw it last year. Now it's a thinned out wide receiver room.
Pitts has been turning it up, man.
I mean,
like last
Tyler
year,
Warren, right? Tyler Warren has a way easier route this year. Now the offense won't be as good, but you have no Michael Pittman there, and Tyler Warren. I see the upside. I see the upside case of all these guys, just not Harold Fannin. Now he might have a pretty high floor, but I don't want to draft a tight end 9 and have him finish tight end 8 or the tight end 8, whatever. He's tight end 8. I don't want him to finish tight end 7. I want one of these guys that if their floor is maybe tight end 12, it's not going to kill me. I want a guy that could be a top 5 dude. I just don't see
like
it with Harold Fannin.
Year.
Big fan of Harold Fannin.
I think last year, Fannin,
And Harold Fannin was a tight end 25 off the board. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
No, there was a lot of extenuating circumstances there based on, the team being bad, David Njoku being on his way out, them shutting Njoku down, Jerry Jeudy just totally flopping. But here goes Michael Wilson. Let's take a look at Mouse Squad here. Kenneth Gainwell. So he is rolling with just 2 quarterbacks. He needs another one. Is there someone available? He might have to take Shedeur Sanders. I think you have to take Shedeur here, Mouth. He does not. He takes Chris Godwin, which I don't hate to pick.
How many quarterbacks do you got?
Some points. I have 2, but it's Matt Stafford and how's the other one? Jaden Daniels. So older. Oh, someone just like Tyrone Tracy. Go fuck yourself. Good pick.
I wanted him too, but we'll take this one.
Kelsey, Ferguson, Andrews. Let's go ahead and take some shots at some best ball receivers here. I'm going to take 2 of them, and then I can just pound running back later. 153 and 160. Okay. So I have Kyle Pitts. Fine with that. Is Chickaconquo pretty low? He is pretty low. All right. We'll take some shots on these guys. Jay, I have no comment because we're all in the same league together. So, I'm always down to give you advice, but we're picking, after you in the 2nd round. So you're co-managing with your son, ball. I got faith in you. I just took 2 best ball receivers there that I would not touch most likely in redraft. Matthew Golden and Xavier Worthy. Guys suck. Give me some deep shots with those gentlemen. Although, you know what? I think I'm warming to Xavier Worthy as a bench receiver in redraft. Because if it works for the Chiefs, it'll work for Worthy. It has to. Unless Tyquan Thornton's going to be a god, but there's Tyquan Thornton's not even getting drafted in these best balls. 20 rounds, he's their 3rd option. Ricky P, Romeo Dubs for Big Ray. See, I actually trust I know it's crazy to say I do trust Worthy more than Golden. Just on the fact that I have never seen Green Bay use their wide receivers properly in terms of usage, in terms of alignment, in terms of snap share.
Mm-hmm.
It should make sense, right? But Tucker Kraft is coming back. It's crazy to say I trust Worthy more in redraft, but I actually do. I mean, I did pick Golden ahead of him in this because it's ADP, but I do probably trust the Packers passing game more, which is weird to say, than I do trust Patrick Mahomes based on the injury and the offensive line stuff.
And
but I'm pretty confident Worthy's the number 2, right?
Walker. Yeah, I'd say that.
I do. I do trust Worthy being the number 2 there because Kelsey's not Tucker Kraft, guys. And Rashee Rice is also a knucklehead. And what if he gets suspended again? Like, what if he does something stupid where it's like, what are the odds that Rashee Rice gets arrested this season? 10%?
Right. Something
Realistically,
like that,
I know it seems low, but that's if you give me player X, well, give me Michael Pittman. What are the chances Michael Pittman gets arrested this year? 1%. Any of these guys. Now, DK Metcalf may be higher because he might punch someone in the face, but I just don't trust. I'm not saying I'm not drafting Rashee Rice. I'm saying that's baked in. That should be baked into Xavier Worthy's cost. That like we don't know what the hell Rashee Rice has done in his past. What's going to come up? We don't know what he's going to do in the future. And Xavier Worthy would be the only show in town. We saw that when he took over that Rashee Rice role. I hate dying on the hill. I mean, I like him because it's the ADP. It's an 11th round pick, even in redraft. Like that is your wide receiver 5. That's your second bench receiver, second bench receiver. Love that. McCall, this is a super flex, man. That's why he's going there. It's a super flex. I am up in 1 pick here, and we need running back.
Got my other stack.
Whoa, Woodrow Marks is still available.
Yeah. I know.
I want to take Woody Marks, but I really need to take Chikakonkwo because I have Jaden Daniels. I have to. I had to go full in on my stacks here. Are you gonna get in it, Derek? If you're in it, I'll do it. We didn't meet the goal. The goal is 5 supers. We're gonna do the draft grades, but since you've been you're a fanatic. If you want to do another one, fuck the goal. I'll do one, and you can hop in. Only if you're gonna hop in, Derek. So let me know.
Yeah, yes. Rob.
If you want to, I will do one.
Sorry. No, I was gonna say I wanted Woody too. I just thought to myself, I might as well get the stack again with the backup tight end for LA.
It's still the starting tight end. Arondé Gadsden's still probably the starting tight end. It's just going to be a timeshare. But yeah, same here. And you have good running backs. You have Breece Hall, Javonte Williams. It's not ideal, but you have 4. So all right, Mr. Frito's in. We're doing another one. I'm a man of the people, especially Derek, who's the fucking man. Also a hell of a ball coach. I bet he was a hell of a basketball player. Derek, I would have loved to play you one-on-one in my prime. Unfortunately, my knee, I sound like an old man here. I can't be doing any of that. So we got to take Dylan Sampson, one of my favorite players to draft. And it's not just because I want to play the clip, guys, although I do love playing the fucking clip. I want to talk to Sampson, bro.
I want to talk to Sampson. Fly me to the moon like that bitch Alice Cram.
Classic.
What is the end of that verse? Fly me to the moon. And what is that? Like,
fly me to the moon. This? Dude, I honestly
Does anyone know? Does anyone know?
Talk to Sampson. Fly me to the moon like that bitch Alice Cram.
He says something wrong and gone down. He says like down, like at the end. Like yeah. I know for sure he says down at the end there, but oops.
Yeah, I have no idea what he's saying. That's what makes it all.
God
all matters,
damn it.
So.
Well, it took Carson back, so whoops. I was too busy.
Oh Jesus! You know what? That's your third quarterback. I actually don't hate that pick. I am warming to Carson Beck, dude. And I mentioned this in the show last night. If you missed last night's show, last night's show was goated. Nick O and Mike Storey's reunion show. They had not been together on the streams yet, and we went through the schedule, and Storey went through all of his predictions for win-loss. I also went through the fantasy playoff schedules, which is a kind of a dumb exercise because how much these teams change. We're not even into fucking OTAs yet. But the Cardinals have Jets at Saints, home against the Raiders. Home against the Jets, at Saints, home against the Raiders. That is a nice fantasy playoff schedule. That is when Carson Beck will be in if it happens. I'm down. I hate Carson Beck. I think he's trash, but I love the weapons there. And you're looking at how late you got him. I am warming to Carson Beck in these best balls, even in like a normal super flex as like the third guy. Or he wouldn't even be a third guy at that point. He'd be like a fourth guy, but it's here we go. Blake looked it up. Thank you, Jamie. It's our Jamie, our media manager in the show. Appreciate you. Fly me to the moon like that bitch Alice Crampton. Is that really? Can we just try to let's just do it one more time and just hear if we can hear this. Fly me to the moon like that bitch Alice Crampton.
I want to talk to Sampson. Fly me to the moon like that bitch Alice Crampton.
What's the name? Alice Crampton.
Now I hear it. Alice, yeah. I didn't hear Crampton. I heard Cram, but Alice Cram, Alice Crampton. That's doesn't sound like that at all if you don't know the lyrics. It's a lot of music's like that where you hear the lyrics, you're like, oh, that's what he's saying. But I'm a big Deftones fan. It's hard to know what he's saying. Chino's saying without the lyrics, which is part of the mystique of art, right? Thank you, Blake. I would have never known that.
Yes, thank you, Blake.
Oh baby, I am rock hard right now. Oh baby, oh.
Yeah, who you
bro? Taking? I just came. Nick Singleton. I just came in my motherfucking pants, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It's all right. It's okay.
Oh, I'm dizzy.
I'm fucking dizzy, bro.
So basically, I should have taken. That's okay. Live and learn.
Let's see here. David Njoku, no. Pat Fryermuth, no. What do I have here? I gotta take a receiver, and it has to be Trey Tucker. I don't like it. I see what you're doing here, and I don't like it. But my receivers are not the greatest ever built. All right.
All right. Well, you know what?
I'll
just take another
stack. Thank you, Jay. The team is shaking up. What do you got? I like that. I like Ray is getting this. So Alice Cramden was the wife on the Honeymooners. So we're just learning all. Yeah, we're learning all sort of things. But like,
okay,
I'm to the moon. Like that bitch. What did she go to the moon? Was she a stoner? Like, why is that the reference?
Because Alice, one of these days, pow, straight to the moon.
Ah, see, look at that. We just figured out the biggest mystery from Half Baked. There's a few. We did that. Ray, me and you, Ray, love Half Baked. We did it. We did Half Baked in the show years ago. Actually, no, wasn't that me and Ryland? I don't think me and you did it. It was me and Ryland. Shit, I wish it was you. That was that was the second or third movie deep dive we did. And great movie.
Oh yeah. You got to get me out of here.
Thank you, Blake. Lyrical breakdown with professional fanatics. We are breaking down some lyrics here, and that's a wild one. If you gave me 100 guesses, mostly because I don't know who Alice Crampton is, I wouldn't have guessed it. This doesn't sound like that, but that is what it is, and it makes sense when you hear it with reading it. You know it's what he's saying. So, pretty awesome. Miles says if we do Half Baked, it has to be me. Mouth does like a good doobie. He likes a good doobie, that's for sure.
Me too.
There goes Chris Bell. Ray, you don't smoke as much as you used to, though. You used to smoke a lot more.
Oh, I still smoke.
There's Emmanuel Wilson. I'm not saying you don't, but you used to smoke like a chimney.
Right. Back in our day.
Back in my day. Blake, I wish I smoked too. I love weed. I haven't smoked weed. Like, I've taken some hits here and there, like every 6 months or so. I haven't smoked weed in like 4 years now.
All right, Rob.
Ray took that comment to heart. What do you got?
Let's just keep stacking the stacks. Because I got
backup for Brees Hall. I wouldn't call that a stack. That's not really a stack, Ray.
I know.
It's some insurance policy for your Brees Hall, who they just signed to a pretty mega contract, but not the mark of health in his career.
Correct.
I will say that.
That's sort of what I was throwing down.
I think I could be fine with just this tight end group. If I reach on Jake Tunges here, I don't want someone else to take him. Fuck. Actually, damn it. Let's take Jake Tunges. I have only one stack with Matt Stafford, which is not ideal. But I don't know that the Rams tight end room, like, it seems nice to take Colby Parkinson, but like realistically, what is the point? like he's going to have a 3 for 40 game with a touchdown. That's fucking 11.5 points. Is that really going to crack my lineup over Kyle Pitts and Chikakonkwo? And Jake Tunges will crack my lineup. So I understand the theory of why, and I'm guilty of it sometimes as well. I might take one more high upside running back here since I don't have. There's literally no quarterback. I do know the quarterback I'm going to take, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But my wide receivers are pretty fucking solid, dude. I'll take one more receiver and one more running back. Or no, I will take a quarterback. I have 3 more picks, so I'll take one of each. So we'll give me some Ray Davis, shoot for the moon, fly me to the moon like Alice Crampton. And I have my last 2 picks already planned out here. We'll see if they fall and come to fruition. You know what? I've been thinking James Conner, as much as I was a hater on that pick for a while, I hated on the Cardinals. There's no reason to draft him. He's on the Cardinals. But the more I think about it, he is a destination for the Packers, right? Like, it's that or Trey Benson, whoever they decide to part ways with. Or maybe they part ways with both. But wouldn't James Conner be a nice number 2 on Green Bay behind Josh Jacobs? I know it's not 2 old, kind of brittle running backs. When I say brittle, like Josh Jacobs is not brittle, but he's just beaten up, right? And so is James Conner. So I think I would like Trey Benson more because he's got more juice. But they got to bring in somebody, and whoever that is going to be a must draft in my mind. So. Jay, we didn't know Jay, the dad. He's our dad on the channel, Father Jay. Not because he's religious, and maybe he is. Not because he's in the church, and maybe he is, but he's not in our church. Either way, been smoking now for the better part of 40 years, legal in Ohio now. You know what's hilarious, Jay? That I smoked my entire life from 15 to about 30. Not my entire adult life until I quit. 15 to about 32, 33. And that was right when it became legal in Illinois. So I was like hiding it and had to be shamed for smoking weed. And once it became legal, I stopped smoking. Like, not just because of that, but it's just kind of ironic that my whole life I had to ride dirty and deal with all the bullshit. And then like it became legal. I'm just like, I'm done. Now it's like celebrated, it's accepted. You can smoke wherever. Let's see here. I have 2 picks to make. And well, what the fuck? Someone took Cade Klubnik. Mouth took Cade Klubnik. God damn you. Why'd you do that? I needed that pick. Fuck. I don't like him anymore. I don't like him. Now there's literally nobody. JJ McCarthy. I guess I could take Ty Simpson. No, I know why you did it. And you also have Geno. I guess I should have realized that before I took Ray Davis. I just know you hate Cade Klubnik, so that's why I didn't think you would do it. So we're going to take Surratt. And I don't really need anything else. Man, I am really going in on these 2 quarterbacks. I don't like that. This is an injury away situation. But you know what I could do? You know what? I'll just take Marcus Mariota. Fuck it. Like, to give me some security over with Jaden Daniels, right?
Yeah.
Well, I could take Ty Simpson, but I think Ty Simpson's terrible. And I don't know he's the backup there. I know Marcus Mariota is the backup. So
that's very fair.
Blake, I could do an entire tripping week on this show, stories. And I've given a couple away, I think, which is funny. Nico mentioned last night he was saying he microdoses mushrooms all the time now, something I didn't know. And someone just took Marcus Mariota. I don't know what the hell to do there. That just sucks. So, fuck. I'm going to take Tyreek Hill, I guess. Fucking A, man. Ditto, Blake. Why is this motherfucker taking Marcus Mariota, man? He took Mac Jones, and I mean, I guess it's not a bad pick, but fuck off. Puppy Power 88. Fucking A, man. God damn it.
Your hands are what makes it possible. Your shoulder pads are hard and stiff. Your hands are tender and they can move and caress the ball. that's kind of gay, but hey.
That one hurts, man. Klubnik and Mariota get drafted in this draft, which they rarely ever get. I mean, I've never seen Mariota get drafted. And I'm just rolling with the 2 quarterback team. I guess I get punished in the grading system for that, but it's an aggressive build, I suppose. We got draft grades after this, gentlemen. Help us grade these teams. We'll do one more after this with Derek's going to hop in. I'm sure Mal's going to be in. Ray's going to be in. So we'll have at least 4 of us. If anyone else out there wants to draft with us, let us know. We'll time it up and we'll all get in there together. Adam Randall. Mal took Isaiah Bonds. It's a weird team. I do see that weirdness, bro. Let's get some grades here in a second. We will start a new one. See if we do a third draft. Okay, let's go to draft grades here, gentlemen. We'll start with Mouse team. CJ Stroud, Geno Smith, Shedeur Sanders, Cade Klubnik, Jahmyr Gibbs, Saquon Barkley. Ooh, that's nice. Jalen Warren, Kenneth Gainwell, Tank Bigsby, and Emmanuel Wilson. I like the backup there with Tank. St. Brown, Garrett Wilson, Carnell Tate, Chris Godwin, Omar Cooper, Tank Dell, and Isaiah Bonds. And you have Brock Bowers, Kenyon Sadiq, and Dalton Schultz. So in terms of correlation, CJ Stroud is paired up with Tank Dell and Dalton Schultz. Shedeur Sanders is paired with Isaiah Bonds. Geno Smith is with Garrett Wilson, Omar Cooper, and Kenyon Sadiq. And he does have all those stacks. So Cade Klubnik makes some sense there for him. I wish I had seen that before I passed on Cade Klubnik, but I felt like he would have came back to me because he did take him 14 picks ahead of ADP. So the quarterback room, all in all, is fine. So I am kind of high on Geno. Not a great room, but you gave yourself some security there with Geno Smith. We need Shedeur Sanders to start majority of the season for this team to really work, to reach its upside, but that's not bad. Jalen Warren's a 3, Gainwell's a 4. Love that. Bigsby, Emmanuel Wilson. St. Brown, Garrett Wilson, Carnell Tate, Chris Godwin, Omar Cooper, Tank Dell, Isaiah Bonds. As much as I think Isaiah Bonds a wasted pick, you needed something with Cleveland in there. And then Bowers, Sadiq, and Dalton Schultz. I hate just taking stacks to take stacks, but it's the receiver room's a little weak, even though Carnell Tate's not a bad 3, I guess, but I'm not going to punish it because in this format, you can get away with starting 2.
I mean,
receivers.
Godwin could have some upside without Evans there, though.
Yeah, I think Godwin's would have allowed him to have a thin receiving room because he's going to just get you a pretty steady floor week in, week out.
Right.
And then I'm not an Omar Cooper guy. Tank Dell is a question mark. Tank Dell is still not practicing. Like, how long does the guy need? It's been a year and a half.
I know, man.
Who knows? Maybe his career's over. But Bauer, Sadiq, and Schultz, this is a good team. I'm going to go B just because of the wacky quarterback room. Although if the puzzle pieces fit, this quarterback room could actually be like league average. And when I say that, that's not a bad thing because where you drafted these guys, you have the least draft capital at quarterback on any team in the league, I'm sure. And this needs Shedeur Sanders. So Mr. Free Throw says B- to B. I got B. What do you got, Ray? Mouth, what do you grade your team? It is a weird team. Yeah. That's why it's hard to give it a grade.
I would say I think B is fair. I think B- to B, what Derek says, is right up in there where it should be.
Mouth got sniped. The Jared Goff thing. Like this guy taking Jared Goff, and he takes Rodgers and Tua, and he has 0. Even at the end of it, he had nothing before. He didn't have St. Brown because you took him. He has 0 Detroit players, so like that's silly. And yeah, you had Brock Bowers, so Mendoza makes a lot of sense there. Still solid team with what you had to work with, and it's just a wacky team. But you know what? It's a unique team, which is a good thing, right? Like this could be. There's not a lot of teams like this with this combination of players. I can guarantee you that. So yeah, Mendoza I would have liked a lot more, but. You know what? I still have a lot of hope for Shedeur at least winning the job, and then what happens after that, we'll see. Let's go to Big Ray's team here. Caleb Williams, Justin Herbert, Carson Beck, which I actually don't hate that pick after ADP. Breece Hall, Javonte Williams, Tony Pollard, Rashad White, Braylon Allen, Kamani Vidal, and Jaden Blue. With Jefferson, Ladd McConkey, Alec Pierce, DK Metcalf, Romeo Doubs, and Jalen McMillan. Loveland, Gatson, and Njoku, and Ingram. So, as we look at this, we have Jay says Mouse C+. I've seen better, but in all pretty good. It's just a weird team, Jay, and it makes sense because he waited at quarterback, and then just guys were taking weird picks ahead of him, and you got to pivot, right? You got to pivot. So, Ray, why did you take Jaden Blue? I guess is my first question. It does back up your running back, but I feel like having Braylon Allen and Jaden Blue with Breece Hall and Javonte Williams is just limiting upside, right?
Sure.
Like it's limiting upside, and I feel like
those
with
guys
4
get hurt,
receivers.
so.
No, I get it, but it's at one point you got to plant your flag and kind of just go with it. And if they get hurt, they get hurt. I feel like this is a very safe team. I think I'm just giving you a couple of gripes I have with it first before I say what I like.
Gripe away.
The 7 running backs. The 7 running backs. I know it wasn't your strength in the team, but 6 receivers. I like DK as a 4. You need 7 receivers in this team. As much as I say you want to start a running back in the flex, like this is a. Maybe don't take Evan Ingram. That's probably my biggest gripe. I think Evan Ingram needed to be a wide receiver.
Sure.
Now it's a small gripe, and then Jaden Blue. So those picks should be changed. Other than that, though, I do like the quarterback room. Carson Beck. What's the correlation here? Caleb Williams. You have Colson Loveland. With Justin Herbert, you have Ladd McConkey and both tight ends. So I am down with that. You stacked it up pretty good. Miles says 4 tight ends are bad and no C. He's giving it a C, I believe. I'm gonna go C+ because I do like the quarterbacks a lot, and I think that your running back room should be fine. And I like Kamani Vidal, and I like the receivers like Metcalf, Doubs, and McMillan. This should be fine at receiver because you have Justin Jefferson, and you got some stacks. I just think that Evan Ingram was kind of an unnecessary pick because you're gonna have the Chargers tight end no matter what. And Colson Loveland you invested in, like it's Colson Loveland. If he sucks, then he sucks. Like, and then your team's probably cooked. So I think it's one of my things, and this is your like 3rd one. So it's like these are big tournaments. Just go all in, right? Like there's no point in hedging on your running backs. I will do Tank Bigsby because how late he's going, and Saquon's such a high pick, and we saw Tank Bigsby average like 6 yards a carry last year. Like I know that's the case. Like Jaden Blue, I don't know if he's a backup. Braylon Allen, okay, I endorse the Braylon Allen pick. I hate that pick. So I guess it's just Jaden Blue and Evan Ingram. So C to C+. Mouse says, Rob, you taught me this. Too many points at a onesie. Yeah, and 4 tight ends is fine sometimes if you really wait. But when you take Colson Loveland, you should be not taking 4 tight ends. And I think the reason he did it, Ray, correct me if I'm wrong, is because you have Gatson and Njoku, who are kind of like 1 tight end. Is that kind of why you took the last one?
Pretty much.
My biggest issue is it's Evan Ingram, which I see the appeal for Evan Ingram just because, they have Justin Jolly there. Like they didn't really bring anyone to compete with him. And it is a valuable spot in theory with Sean Payton. If this was Jake Tunges, who I know is going to have 5 awesome weeks and, depending on Kittle's injury, I would like Jake Tunges there more. So that's I just don't like the player, but you're going to get a B+ in the next one. Let's go to my squad here. I got sniped on a bunch of 3rd options at quarterback, but I'm rolling with 2 quarterbacks here. I would have taken Mariota, which is a hedge, but at quarterback, I wouldn't have hated that. Jaden Daniels and Matt Stafford, both at pretty nice value. Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, Blake Corum, Dylan Sampson, Nick Singleton, and Ray Davis at running back. Nico Collins, Terry McLaurin, Devontae Adams, DJ Moore, Matthew Golden, Xavier Worthy, Trey Tucker, Elijah Stroud, and Tyreek Hill with Kyle Pitts, Chika Okonkwo, and Jake Tunges. I don't like the 9 receiver build here. I just all the quarterbacks are gone, and I feel like my running back room, I didn't want 7 because Corum's my 3. I love Sampson. I'm a big Singleton fan. And Ray Davis, I like the upside there. Quarterback room, great, but weak in terms of it's thin, and Jaden Daniels is very thin himself. Running back room is fine. I mean, the wide receiver room better be fine with 9 of them, but I love Golden and Worthy and best ball. Tyreek Hill, I just figured, fuck it. If I'm going to take a shot on a guy I don't need, let's take it Tyreek Hill. And then I think the tight end room would be fine with Tunges, Okonkwo. So I have Okonkwo, Terry McLaurin paired with Jaden Daniels. I have Matthew Stafford only paired with Devontae Adams. So kind of light stacked here, but I still have him with both quarterbacks. Kind of went best player available. B+, if you had drafted Mariota, A. I can't believe that guy took Mariota. Have you guys seen Mariota get drafted in any of these? And of course, the one time I have Jaden Daniels, he gets taken. I should have taken him around early. That's a good call. I needed some insurance there because what does Tyreek Hill really do for me? At least I took a guy with some upside, I suppose. B+ from Blake. I like this team aside from the quarterback issue. B+ to A. Yeah, I didn't need Surratt. I didn't think I needed a running back either. It's like, why would I take 7 running backs when maybe that was more of my weakness, right? And Surratt didn't have any correlation. We both just love Surratt. That was just me taking a player I liked when that was after that Mariota got sniped for me. So, yeah, there's definitely some weird picks. The build, this is not one of my best built teams. I will say that. Yeah, I got cute. I figured I could get Mariota on the way back, Mouth, because the team that took him was Puppy Power, and I suppose he only has 2 quarterbacks. So, I feel like he could have used another running back. So, yeah, or he needed a tight end. Look at this guy, Jake Ferguson, AJ Barner. Like, that's what I was looking at in the moment. Like, he had those 2 tight ends, and they're bad, and he chose to take. Look at Trevor Lawrence's picture. What a mutant, bro. He has a short hair. He cut his hair. Ew. Gross. Yeah, I figured he'd take a tight end. Like, what is this guy doing? So his stupidity fucked me because he has 2 tight ends, and they're not good. As much as tight end doesn't matter that much, take a 3rd tight end. Don't take Marcus Mariota. So I agree, guys. This could have been a very good team, like an elite team, and that really fucked me. So,
dude, that haircut is really so bad. That haircut is
and awful. I guess the upside is, again, I didn't hedge in this team. Like, I'm all in on Jaden Daniels and Matt Stafford. So this team could get cooked real fast, but at least I'm going to win. Trevor Lawrence acted like he cut his hair on their schedule release. Thank you. Yeah, we got all the grades. I think a B to B+ for me, just because there's one chink in the armor, and I'm not talking about Asian people. And it's just 2 quarterbacks. They're good quarterbacks, but I'd like to have 3. I'd really like to have 3. Agreed, Mouth. I just didn't think I have to worry about. Have you guys ever seen, Mouth? You've done a bunch of these. You've done more than me now. Have you seen anyone take Marcus Mariota? Because I have not. I have not seen it. So I just figured he's just going to go undrafted. So thank you, Jay, with the B+. All right. So I don't even want to win money. I just want all your guys' approval. That's my goal. Okay, Mouth has seen him get drafted, but it's usually by the Jaden Daniels team, though, right, Mouth? It's not just by a team taking him for no reason. Then I was a Jaden Daniels team, All right. Are you still in here, Derek? Derek, let me know. Anyone else who wants to draft, let me know. We will get one more of these motherfuckers fired up. $3 field general. I'll learn from that mistake and take a 3rd quarterback. All right, he's in here. Mouth, you wanna hop in one and give us a little tester? All right. Well, I guess you live and learn, because I have not seen it. Or maybe I just haven't wanted to see it. So now I know. So let us know, Mouth, when to join, how many are left, and hopefully you can back out if there's like 2 left, and then we can get to the next one. Ray, you got your page open like mine?
Yeah. But
Field
Blake,
general, 20
I just
seconds.
Googled it, man. That's not, as far as I know, that's not fake, dude. He got a shitty ass haircut. So,
I wonder, man.
I said
it looks fucking funky, bro. It's not even the haircut's bad. It's just he looks bad. We're just if you're used to someone with a beard or a mustache, they shave it off. It looks weird. Like, I've never seen Trevor Lawrence without that girlish ass hair, and it makes his nose look huge.
Yeah, it was already huge. Now it's definitely mega.
All right, Mouth says wait. We're gonna wait. How many were in their Mouth? Like 1 or 2 remaining? 2 more? Okay. We'll wait like 3 minutes, and then we'll all get in this one. It'll be a 4-person draft here. 4 of us in the draft, I should say.
Concert should be interesting tomorrow. That I'm going to.
Yeah, you're going to see some emo stuff.
Yeah. Yellow Card.
Who is it again?
Yellow Card and Newfound Glory.
I only know Yellow Card because they had one song on like Madden 08 or some shit, right?
Way away, away from here I'll be. Yeah. It's a great song.
Jay, I took Surratt in the second to last round, so 230 something was the number because it's 20 rounds in Superflex.
Blake said there's videos of him putting on a bald cap on. Okay.
Oh,
that's fair.
I do love it.
Really,
Elijah Surratt,
really
though.
bad, so that makes sense, Blake. Thank you, Stat Blake.
Thank you, Jan.
Yeah.
Jan. Go. We're getting in. Mr. Free Throw. That's everybody. Go. We are getting in this one. 7 more to start. We are golden. Derek, hopefully you hear this. You get into this is the Field General, $3 Superflex. Ray, are you in? Mouth is in. We are ready to go.
I pressed enter when you said, but I don't see any of you guys in here. Are you?
It doesn't show until it fills.
Okay. Then you're in. I guess I have the first pick, though.
We all have the first pick until it fills, and I like that.
Oh, got it. Okay.
All right.
Let's
Sweet.
With all these ball clubs flying around all season, wouldn't you think there'd be a plane crash? But think about it. 26 teams, 162 games a season. You would think eventually an entire team would just get wiped out.
Does yours say 6 more to start?
Yeah, I have 7 more to start on mine.
Oh, mine says 6.
Mouse says actual first pick because I had to be a tester. Let me make sure mine is good. Just go to active drafts here. There we go. 3 more to start. Sometimes you just got to update it. If for some reason, Ray, yours is starting and mine isn't, let me know so I can back out of
mine
my
says
lobby.
3 to start. Mine says 3 to
Sweet.
start.
All right, maybe I can get a top pick this time. That'd be cool. All right, Ray, give me your thoughts on the Bears' schedule, man, while we have a second.
Well,
Did
they
you
go from the second hardest to the hardest. So, as they say, you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So that's what they're striving for. And I'll just hope to God that Caleb and Ben take another step because that's what's going to be needed. And if they don't, it's probably going to be a rough go. But I got faith. I have faith in Ben. It's going to be hard, though, man. I mean, had the last 3 weeks of the year, full division run, playing both Thanksgiving and Christmas Day, so odd days. I mean, Thanksgiving is Thursday, so it's not that weird. But, yeah, I mean, it's going to be rough, man. There's no soft spots in it. So there might be a 2-game stretch of like the Jets and early on, but even so, it's like the Jets aren't that bad. It's that great, but it's going to be rough, man.
Yeah, but you know what? If you're a good team, the schedule doesn't matter as much. It's just I feel like it matters more for the fringe teams and most certainly for the bad teams.
Right.
If you're a great team, it's going to be tough to like get the bye, to have the top seed or even a top 3 seed, or even win the division. But at this point, just make the playoffs. That's the goal for this team. And the Super Bowl isn't even the goal. It could happen, but it's building blocks. We just got to hope this isn't a Lions situation because the Lions had their window that year. I know they were beat up, but that year that they lost to, I would say there's 2 years. The year they lost to the Niners when they went for all those 4th downs, when Dan Campbell went for all those 4th downs, they were a better team than the Niners. They were healthy that year. That was a missed opportunity. And then the year after, which yes, they were beat up, but they were facing a Commanders team that we saw as trash. And not only did they lose to the Commanders, they allowed 40 plus points to the Commanders at home. So that was their window. And I think the Bears still have a 2 or 3 year window. We have a younger quarterback. We have pretty friendly deals all across the board. A lot of young players where the Lions were kind of all in there for those couple of years. And their window's not closed, but it's closing because Jared Goff is not a guy that's going to age that great because Matt Stafford's different. Matt Stafford was I want to say very mobile. Matt Stafford's a pretty mobile quarterback. Jared Goff's never had that. And Matt Stafford is still like as mobile now as Jared Goff is now.
All right, we're filled up here.
All right, here we go.
I got the
5th pick.
Damn it.
Mouth has 10. Derek, are you in this? What is your name in this, Derek? Is he superposition? He might be Sunday Thunder. What is your name in this, Derek? So I know. By the way, go Spurs go. I'm guessing this. I saw they were winning by like 25 points, so I'm guessing they took it home. FF Legend is Derek. Derek might have the first pick. Is that your name, Derek? Let me know in the chat if that's you. I don't know if you're drafting on your phone. You can't really be in here, but I know you drafted with us, I think, before. I just don't exactly remember. There goes Josh Allen. We're going to put Lamar and Joe Burrow in here, and Bijan and Gibbs and Bijan. All right. Ray's learning. I expect some strides. Ray, I didn't hate that team, actually. Just a couple of the picks. Is it stupid to draft Tesla in best ball if I already have Amon-Ra St. Brown? I'm up next, and he's 12 past ADP. Do you have Jameson Williams, or is that your only player? And do you have Jared Goff, Jay? That's my question. Is that your second Lion? And if you have Jared Goff, it's not stupid at all. If you don't have Jared Goff, I'm on the fence on that one. I think it's still good value. Personally, I like Tesla. There goes Jamar Chase. We're going to take Jahmyr Gibbs falling to us a little bit. I JMO, and I also have Golf. Do you have anyone else, though? So do you have Sam Laporta? If it's just JMO and St. Brown, I think you can do it. Triple stack's a little aggressive, but it's one of those where you're talking about hedging. I don't hate that because it's better than hedging for a running back, right? Like if you're banking on the Lions, just throw one more piece at the Lions, and who else is there, right? Jerry Jeudy, he's probably even gone. This is a slow draft, right? Just toss your queue and everything, and who's available in your team in the chat with me, and I'll take a look at it after the show. Drake May, Joe Burrow, Jaden Daniels. There we go. Jaden Daniels ahead of Caleb this time. Is Caleb still available?
Yeah.
Oh. I feel like Caleb is the safer pick over Jaden Daniels, but I feel like if they both go nuclear, I think Jaden Daniels has a better season. I think we want Caleb to run more than he will, although he has all the tools.
Right.
And I just don't think Ben Johnson really wants him to run that much. Ben Johnson's kind of a stickler for that. We're like, who the hell is even over there coaching in Washington? I don't think they have a say in what Jaden Daniels does. They should want Jaden Daniels to run less because he weighs 185 pounds. Although he's listed at like 210, Ray. No, he's 6'5", but like, ain't no way that dude's 210 pounds. No way.
No, that's not even close. Well, maybe close, but he ain't 210 pounds. Probably more like 195, 190.
Well, dude, Josh Allen's listed at like 250. I mean, so Josh Allen only weighs 40 more pounds than Jaden Daniels. They're the same height. I think not. I would say Josh Allen has 60 pounds on him. I actually think Josh Allen's probably closer to 260, though, right?
Yeah.
He's huge. You know what I always thought was funny? That they always like listed LeBron at 250, Ray? 6'9", 250. Like, is there any world LeBron weighs as much as me? I'm 6 foot. I know like muscle weighs less than fat or whatever, but I don't know. Like that guy's got it. He's super chiseled, but let's take Patty Mahomes. I'm digging it now. I'm digging it now. La 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 la. It's a terrible song. That song is terrible. What I was doing there.
Hey, you ever accidentally masturbate to young pictures of your mom?
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down.
James Cook. We got some options. There goes St. Brown. The running backs in here. Have Mahomes. Who'd you roll with, Ray? JT and Jaden Daniels? Ooh. Well, there goes Jared Goff, and there goes Matt Stafford. And go with the Kyler Murray team here. Although there's no way he falls back to me.
No, because I'm
I
taking
hate
him.
playing this shitty quarterback. No, well, you're after me, Ray. I hate playing that. And there goes fucking Kyler Murray. And okay, if Saquon Barkley's available, I just go ahead and take him. Otherwise, I take Jordan Love or Baker. It's kind of scary to go with your one quarterback, a guy coming off an ACL.
There goes Baker.
And we're going to go Saquon Barkley. Jahmyr Gibbs and Saquon is hot. That's hot. 44. All right. I don't hate it.
Mm-hmm.
What do we got, Big Ray?
No, Justin Jefferson again.
You love Justin Jefferson this year. Do you actually love him?
Yeah. Just because of his talent. I mean, Kyler, if you can just throw the ball up.
Are you comfortable in a redraft in a full PPR? Are you comfortable taking him in the first round?
Later, possibly.
Yeah, like 10, 11, 12.
Yeah.
ADP of like 10 or 11. You comfortable?
Right. So that's
Peasy says, what's a best ball league? Best ball is no management, no trades, no free agents. You draft 18 to 20 rounds depending on the league, and it sets your optimal lineup, your most points at each position. And this is a super flex. But typically it's one quarterback, two running backs, three receivers, a flex, and a tight end. No defense, no kicker. This is a super flex with two receivers, two running backs, one flex, and one super flex with a quarterback. So two quarterbacks essentially. It sets your best lineup. So you have to draft. Roster management is just as important as the players you pick. It's there's a lot of strategy, but there's zero time invested in the league. Once the draft is over, you just sit back and watch. So there's some benefits. It's also like no one in their right mind should ever do a redraft league this early. That's insane. Also, if you start doing that, you'll have a million leagues to draft. So you can't drop anyone. You can't pick anyone up. Your team is your team. So you can't waste any picks, essentially. You can because you're drafting 18 or 20 players to fill an 8-person lineup, essentially. Nine starters. What is it? 7 or 8 starters, depending on the league. There goes Kenneth Walker. Pretty nice little start there for Mouth. Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Hampton, and Kenneth Walker. I thought that said George Kittle. It's George Pickens.
God damn it.
Big Ray. He's
I really
don't
love this, but I gotta do it. Fuck it. I don't love it.
Tyler Shuck.
But I like Tyler Shuck.
Off the board.
I like their offense. It's so weird because you wouldn't think of them last year, but they did pretty well.
All right.
So this is where I'm looking.
My quarterback room is going to be atrocious, guys. I'm doing it again. I'm playing Russian roulette. I definitely have to take one here. Whoever falls, I am at the mercy of this league. I just really hope this motherfucker has 0 quarterbacks. This guy's got 3. So I think I have 4 options here, 5 options I don't hate. So I'll get one of them. I do have the Patty Mahomes Rashee Rice stack, which seems pretty tasty. There goes CJ Stroud. He'll probably end up taking Nico Collins at 51 because he is there at 54. So he'll take Nico. He should. I mean, he might take another quarterback, but there goes Breece Hall. Malik Neighbors falling to 48. I anticipate that to fall. This is, super flex. The ADPs aren't accurate in terms of like the skill position players early on, but he is falling to the 3rd round in normal one quarterback leagues. There goes Malik Willis. This motherfucker better not take a quarterback, dude. He has 3: Lamar, Jared Goff, and Kyler Murray. Don't do it. There you go. Thanks, buddy. So we're going to go ahead and get a Cameron Ward or Bryce Young. I don't give a fuck. I'll take Bryce Young. I think I'm kind of off Daniel Jones. Kind of off. Although I was looking at some deep stats there on our boy Bryce Young, and it was not good. He is 35th. Ooh, Cam Ward, let's go. He is 35th out of 42 qualifying quarterbacks that have had 500 plus attempts since he came in the league in EPA per pass. That's the first year probably weighed those stats down a little bit, but last year even he was like 24th or 25th out of 32. And I thought last year was actually a pretty decent year for him. I mean, they fucking made the playoffs. He beat the Rams, almost beat the Rams in the playoffs.
Damn. Well, I'm going to take this stack a little early, but fuck it.
Chris Olave with Tyler Shuck. What was his ADP, Ray?
64.
ADP was, 62. Yeah, only 6 picks early.
But
that's no big deal. I mean, I will reach 12 picks to get a stack, honestly, if it's like a premium player.
Yeah, I get you. That's why I did it.
There goes Nico. Good value there for Mouth with Nico Collins.
All right.
Colson Loveland at 59.
That's the stat.
So
they got
this
the
guy
stat there with Caleb.
This guy in the turn only has one quarterback, so he might double up here and take Daniel Jones and Bryce Young or Mendoza. Let's see what he does here. Or maybe he's waiting to take a Jacoby Brissett since he has Trey McBride. Oh, I think I missed Blake's comment. Sorry, Blake. I do remember you making a comment here that was pretty good. I apologize. I missed Darce. Darce says short-haired Trevor Lawrence should be arrested. Here we go. Sorry about that, Blake, if you're still in here. What are the chances that Mendoza doesn't play at all? I know that's crazy to even say, but they paid Kirk a decent bag. Dude, it's higher than we think because I saw a quote from Tom Brady saying it's wild how all these teams are just throwing these rookies in and they should sit a whole year. And that's what he did, right? And that's what we've seen with Jordan Love and some of these other, and Aaron Rodgers. So they're not winning anything this year. So he thinks that it's actually counterproductive to throw these guys into the fire, which I am a fan of. Maybe not starting them from day one, but they got to get some year one reps. But Tom Brady is on record saying that Tom Brady's kind of calling the shots there, guys. So I don't think it's as wild to say as other people are saying. What do you think, Ray?
No, I mean,
baby.
There's a reason
Bryce Young.
There's a reason that he owns 10% of the team, and no, it's not dumb at all.
So,
especially, I mean, let's be real. Like, why wouldn't you want to listen to him? You know.
Someone already take Carnell Tate.
Yeah. No. He's down. Ooh. No. He's 94.5 average.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck? I didn't see him. Wow. So Ted McMillan in play here. Oh
shit.
Henderson. I could take Hendy, although I
don't have a third quarterback.
There's no one really left. Who's your first two?
I believe I got Jaden and Shuck.
We can look. That's all right. You gotta take a late guy. Or you could take the Marcus Mariota thing. I don't love it, but there goes Mike Evans. This guy only has CJ Stroud and Shedeur Sanders. That's rough going. That is really rough going. There goes Tyler Warren. So now he still has. Oh, baby. Oh. This team, guys. This team is falling into the lap here. The week 5 bye is going to be rough. We have Mahomes stacked with Rasheed Rice. We have Bryce Young stat with Ted McMillan. Ted McMillan 8 picks after ADP. Bryce Young 13 picks after ADP. Cam Ward 3 picks after ADP. Jameer, all these guys are after ADP. So I do like seeing that with these bigger tournaments, just to have value on the guys and not reach on them. If you like your team and you're getting value, nice pick, Big Ray, with the Terry McLaurin, Jaden Daniels. That was crucial, man. And only 2 picks early. That's lovely. So that's fine. Like when you're stacking, like the thing is typically if you stack, you have to project like a 5 to get your guy 5-8 picks early. When you get your guys after ADP for a stack and you kind of like the player too, that's when you're winning. That's Charlie Sheen, Tiger Blood shit.
Right.
Lad McConkey for Mouth. Good pick there. He has Justin Herbert, so he is going in on the Chargers. He will be taking some Eagles later because he has Jalen Hurts. And the nice thing about Jalen Hurts is these scrambling quarterbacks, and Jaden Daniels is one of them as well. Lamar, like stacking isn't as necessary because their value isn't really through the air as much. They can have a 28-point outing, and the receivers cannot have a great game. Where, like, if you take Matt Stafford, Patrick Mahomes, some of these other guys, the value is through the air. Like Jared Goff is he's not scoring any points on his own. All of his points are going to his skill players. So you have to stack up Jared Goff.
Right.
You can still have a naked Jalen Hurts and actually stack the other quarterbacks, and it's not really going to kill you as much. Because there's games Jalen Hurts just has 2 rushing touchdowns. And at that point, did Devonta Smith have a good game? Like, if he didn't catch a touchdown, Devonta Smith had 4 for 50. And Jalen Hurts is going to put up a great stat line. There goes Chuba. There goes Manungai. Or as the counselor calls him, Monengay. What do you think it is, Ray? Is it Monengay or is it Manungai?
Probably going to roll with Manungai.
Kind of the name that he says, you know? It's
yeah.
Derek, what team are you? You are okay. So he is Sunday Thunder. Okay, so Derek, we've officially known he is Sunday Thunder. He's got Caleb, he's got Loveland, he's got Burden, he has Manungai. That is all with the Bears, buddy. And Big Ray just has a raging heart on here in that team. You still get boners, Ray?
Yeah.
Just
I know yours doesn't work so well, but
that's good stuff. And let's go ahead and take Mr. Carnell Tate's guy I hate. We have a stack with all 3 quarterbacks pretty much at ADP, gentlemen. This is looking up. This is really looking up. I am very happy about this squad. I just can't fuck this up. I got to focus. I can't get too distracted making jokes and answering every question. I'm kidding. I'm going to answer every question. I'm a pro. I'm a pro. Come on, fall back.
Shut your
face.
face.
One more running back. Yeah. Got some good teams here. Ray, your team's solid as fuck. Mouse teams are always really good. Like Mouse bad grade is like a C+. I don't think I've ever seen a below average team from Mouth. We're C technically. We give a lot of B's out here because we actually know what we're doing. I have not seen a Mouth team below a C. So that's just the level of competition we're dealing with here in this draft with the people in the community drafting, which, you know, like father, like son, right? There goes Rico Dowdle. Hey, I got to prepare for these running backs to go. And what do I do here? I
know.
I'll just take Tucker Kraft if they go.
No, I want Tucker Kraft.
Well, yeah, I'm taking a running back if. Okay. We just got ourselves our favorite player to draft. It's Blake Corum. Oh, my God. This team is hot. This is a hot team. I am blowing loads up in here. Tucker Kraft went right before you. You got sniped, bro. That fucking kid, man. Ray, he's back on the escalator again.
That kid is back on the escalator again. Remarkable. That's criminal. That kid is back on the escalator again. Leave it alone. What?
Fucking Mallrats, bro. So good.
I want to put a clip in from the Love reality show or whatever with with the dude from Clerks.
Yeah.
Just love that whole clip and the whole situation. He's like, if you had a first date, what would it be? He's like, I'm gonna take you on a nice cruise. And he's like, you know, or if you were to make out with me, what would it be like? He's like, I start soft and end with like a jackhammer. He's like, dude, I saw you kissing some guy backstage and it was nothing like that. He's like, I'm not fucking gay. Whoa, and he's a homophobe. Fucking lovely. There goes Michael Penix. Sam Laporta Mouth. We love Sam Laporta here. I don't think I have enough. I'm at like 20% Sam Laporta, but it is not enough. And we gotta get that up a little bit, right?
What's happening here?
That French animal bit my ear off!
Well, that's an absurd exaggeration. My apologies, Bidwell.
He look in our tent. He look at my woman. He saw her breast.
Her breast? You saw her breast?
I've said it before and I said it again. Any man who look on her will die.
So good.
Let's see.
I
got my 3 quarterbacks.
We'll go Alec Pierce there. Sim or DK. We'll see.
Oh,
and there's your Mikey Wilsons. Just thinking about him.
There
too.
goes DK. So we're gonna take George Kittle, I think. Let's take George Kittle. I hope this works out for me. I was gonna take DK or Alec Pierce there. And they're gone. They're just gone.
And it's gone.
125.
Don't worry, Rob. We can invest your money and put it into the stocks, and it's gone. What do you mean?
Kenneth Gainwell would be lovely. Yeah, man, I could have taken Travis Kelce, but if he falls back, we'll just go ahead and take Mr. Travis Kelce, and I'll be fine with that. But don't think he'll fall back. Josh Downs. I like this guy's team. Brian Thomas. There goes Kelce. Kid's back on the escalator again. Kenneth Gainwell will probably be sniped for me here. It's all good. Do have 3 really good running backs. And there goes Kenneth Gainwell. Okay. All right. We get it. We understand. 140. So I don't want any of these guys. I'm going to take Tyrone Tracy, actually. I'm going to reach a little bit to take a guy I love. Kind of complete my running back room. I know it's 8 picks early, but I can kind of give up on running back. I think I have one more target in the late rounds, and I could be fine at running back here, and I'll just pound wide receiver later because I only have 3.
That's...
You love yourself some Rachaad White, huh? Back-to-back drafts?
Well, I have...
Hey, actually, you have Jaden Daniels, though, so very good.
Right.
I'll take it. Yeah. What was your excuse last time for taking Rachaad White? I'm very hard on Rachaad White drafters.
Just because I needed a running back.
Yeah. Kobe Myers. Quentin Johnson for Mouth. He is stacking this team to the gills. He got himself some Mekhi Lemon. I have a feeling he's going to be taking Eli Stowers here. You got some time before you got to take Stowers, but Mark Andrews is still available. Ooh, Brooks, Woody Marks. We shall see. And there goes Brooks. There goes Concepcion. This guy's got Love, Mendoza, and Michael Penix. That is, he might have one quarterback, guys. That's some risky business, dude. There goes Woody Marks. Nice pick there from Derek. That's fine. I really shouldn't have taken him, but I do love Woody Marks. I also love David Montgomery. Ricky Pearsall from Mouth. Matthew Golden is still available. Holy shit. Don't you take Worthy. Don't you take Worthy, Ray. Fucking kill you. Good pick. I endorse that pick. Come on, Worthy. Fall back to me, Worthy. Otherwise, I'll take Mark Andrews, which I don't love, but this is the reason I just didn't take Travis Kelce so I could take Worthy. I didn't want to have a triple stack with Mahomes. All right. We got a Chiefs team here. Chiefs team, 3 week 5 buys. Not going to worry about buys very much, though. Yeah, a lot of buys in week 5. That could do me in. But screw it. Do I dare take Jalen Coker? I don't think I can. As much as I say screw buys, if I take Jalen Coker, I would have 4 of my 5 receivers have a week 5 buy.
Oh boy.
Including 2 of my 3 quarterbacks, which I just can't do. So at this point, sometimes you got to take the best available, and it's not going to be Coker. Stinks, but yeah, it kind of stinks. So we're going to take Shaheed here or Romeo Dubs. I don't know where to draft Dubs because if AJ Brown's going there, which we all assume AJ Brown's going to be a Patriot, Keyshawn Boutte, do they trade him? If he's there, now you have Boutte, Kyle Williams, AJ Brown, Romeo Dubs, like Pop Douglas, Hunter Henry, 2 running backs, like a scrambling quarterback, and that's too much. That's way too much. Now follow the money, and then you should have Romeo Dubs in the field all the time. But he was on the field all the time for the Packers for years, and he didn't do much.
Right.
He was the guy that actually saw the highest snap share. There goes Romeo Dubs. Speaking of the devil. Romeo Dubs is the devil. Foosball's the devil. We have a friend like that, Ray. Everything's the devil.
Yeah, well, got many messages just now, midnight from.
Oh, you're still getting them?
Mm.
That's fun. There goes. I got Shaheed. All right. I am excited for the draft grading process because I think I have hit the nail on the head, as they say, on the squad so far. But again, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, so I guess we'll have to see. Pretty quiet night on the stream, but I don't hate it. You know, it's very intimate. It's a very intimate setting, Ray. Got some candles going. Got the lube ready, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Chick-a-conquo. Oh, right. Chick right ahead of you, huh?
Reach a little bit on that one.
You got escalated again, man. You just got escalated again. God damn it.
That kid is back on the escalator again. Remarkable. That's criminal. That kid is back on the escalator again. Leave it alone. What?
The kid is back.
You were going to take Chick-a-conquo, right?
Yeah.
Keaton Mitchell. Well, it's going all in on the Chargers. I don't get the Keaton Mitchell love personally. Have I missed messages here? Sorry, Jay, I missed your message. Can you guys read picks so far? I can show them to you because I want to save that for draft grades because I like to go in a little bit fresh. So if you can look, Sunday Thunder is Derek and Mouth is right next to him. So you can look at their start here. And then you can look at Ray's start as well. So 3 of those 4 teams are all right on screen. At least their first 7 picks are on screen. There they are. Sorry, I'm a little more focused on this draft than some of the other ones because I think I have a chance for a pretty banger team here because I have my 3 quarterbacks. I have really good stacks that aren't just fringe players. Good running backs. I think I started off Gibbs and Saquon Barkley.
God damn it. Oh, that pisses me off.
Javon Johnson.
Yeah, I wanted him, dude. Fuck me. Well, fuck it. We'll just take this dirtbag who
does nothing. That's my guy.
You know,
that's my guy.
Stick by what I said. That dirtbag who does nothing.
All right, we're going all in on this week 5 buy situation. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. I'm gonna have 2 guys, and I got to take more receivers now because of this. Or my tight ends can fill in, so I had to do it. I was gonna take Coker the round before, but I didn't do it because of week 5 buy thing. But once they fall to a certain points, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. I was gonna take Hawkinson actually. So do we only have 1 tight end? Yes, we do, and it's George Kittle. I don't love that. I really don't love that. So let's see here. Cam Ward. We have one option here. It's Nick Singleton. I could probably end this running back room with Nick Singleton, I feel like, with 5.
You will not. You will.
Why not?
Because I want
him. No. I love Nick Singleton.
No.
And I also have Cam Ward, so it makes a hell of a lot of sense. I could take Emmett Johnson as well, but I just can't take any more week 5 buys, dude. My week 5 buy situation, 2 of my 3 quarterbacks, none of my running backs at least, but look at my wide receivers. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them on week 5 buy. I can't take another week 5 buy. As much as I don't like to pay attention to that shit, if you have a week where literally half your team's on bye, like, and you get 40 points that week, it's an uphill climb. As good as your team can be, it's just too much. All right. Drop to me, Nick Singleton. Drop to me, Nick Singleton. Everything's going to fall my way. This guy's got 5 running backs. There ain't no way this guy takes Nick Singleton. He has Jordan Addison, Wan'Dale Robinson. Yeah, you can't take him. You can't take Nick Singleton, bro. Spicy, you can't. Doesn't make any sense. Don't do it. If he does, it's a bad pick. Hello. Thanks, brother. Thanks, brother. We love it. We love this squad. Gunnar Helm was going to be my fallback plan, but I feel like that's just too boring. What are your thoughts on Gunnar Helm, Ray? Do you like him? Out of Texas, second-year player.
Yeah. We'll see. But I don't definitely don't hate it.
He was the reason that Chickaconquo didn't really produce last year. Honestly, he was seeing the field quite a bit.
Right
now, they don't have Chickaconquo.
Exactly.
I think Bigsby. It's a good pick.
Probably consider taking Katron Allen just for the stack, but whatever.
Well, Katron Allen had like 15 receptions in college, so
exactly. That's sort of a.
I don't think he's going to catch a lot of passes in the pros. He's going to have the Chris Rodriguez role.
Yeah, right. The big man. The big man role.
AJ Barner with Sam Darnold. There's just some well-constructed teams. All 4 of us in here, guys. I have approved and liked a lot of the picks I've seen. Not just the players, but the situations, the roster construction. Again, looks different when you look at the team, but the stacks are there. It looks real good. This guy took Chris Bell at pick 180. Is that just way early, or am I in crack? 16, 17 picks early, I guess. Not that early. Does he have Malik Willis? No, he does not. He just likes Chris Bell. Interesting. All right, what do I need, guys? 5 picks left. 5 picks left. Well,
I'm out with three running backs right now.
Is that right? 3 running backs. They're Keaton Mitchell's a 3. That is not ideal. He'll take one here.
Oh yeah.
He's getting. I think he's. Oh man.
Oh, another.
He's doing another draft. I know. And at the same time, he got another one. He ain't gonna like it, and it's not gonna be good. Having 3, there's nobody left now. All right, what do we got here? Kate Otten. Okay. So let's take Pat Fryermuth. The Muth. And I can't wait any longer for this dude. Yeah, my team's set. It is set. If I can get this next pick, everything else after this is just gravy, my dude. Baby gravy, as they say.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. That is a great idea.
Those are the only kind I have.
I can hear my hair growing. You want some soup?
You want some soup?
I need Jake Tungus in the worst way, Ray. If I don't get Jake Chungus, I have to take a 4 tight end team, which I might do anyway, but I really can't afford to do that. 3's fine. Roll with the Niners tight ends. Dude, I was looking at the Niners roster. It is so old.
I know.
Mike Evans, old and
It
frail. Ricky Pearsall's young, but he's injury prone. Christian Kirk, injury prone and old. Like, it's rough. It is rough. Now, the upside's nice, but they're going to wear it down. The injuries that they always have. Maybe this is the year the Niners just stay healthy, because at some point it has to happen, you'd think. But I don't know what Kyle Shanahan is doing there in practice, but is he serving the water boy water of just like, you serve this to your players? There we go. Tight end room is not the worst. I mean, it's not ideal. This might still be a 4 tight end team, but I think the running back room is solid. I could maybe take one upside handcuff here, but I think I'm fine with this running back room, because I think I'm going to have a lot of receivers in flex. The only guy I would take would be...
I don't love that, but we'll just do it.
Jerry Jeudy at pick 200, man. I mean, I don't hate it. Like, it's gross. It seems dirty. It seems like you just like paid for a hooker, but she's a hot hooker. But former first round pick, not a very old gentleman. Just the body language and drops. Jerry Jeudy just seems very toxic to me. Right. I mean, the Browns are toxic, but who knows? You know what? He's got a consummate pro possibly throwing him the ball there, and Deshaun Watson. So you got that going. I hear he's a real professional. Braylon Allen to mouth. There you go. He's definitely back online now. He'll make it work. There's still some running backs he can take, right? There's Sean Tucker, Ray Davis. He'll probably take Sean Tucker, but it's not going to be great. He's not going to like it. In fact, I think he got auto-drafted to Trey Tucker. He does love Trey Tucker, but I don't know how you could take Trey Tucker ahead of your 4th running back. Damon Claiborne. This guy loves rookies, man. He took Chris Bell. He did take Dylan Sampson, who we love.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the show at tomorrow, dude?
Salt Shed.
I love the Salt Shed.
Yeah, it's a great venue.
We were just there last year. Was that last year that we went to 3? It was 2 years ago for 311.
Yeah.
I saw Ween there. I really like that place. It's right in Mikey's old backyard, kind of where he used to live.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely prefer that over Charter One, just convenience factor and just a more intimate venue.
Right.
There's James Conner. All right, 3 more picks, gentlemen, and let's take a look at the squad. I think I can get away with one more running back. So maybe a 3-6-8-3, which is pretty ideal. Terrence Ferguson, though. Fuck.
Sean Tucker.
No, there's one guy I have to take. Rain is a tight end.
Nope, took another running back.
All right, you got Fannin Hawkinson. You probably want to take a 3rd tight end though, at some point. Oh, this motherfucker just took Calvin Ridley. That piece of shit. So let's reach a little bit here for Adonai Mitchell. Actually, let's take Terrence Ferguson. I'm not sold on my tight end room. And Ray Davis would have been my pick, but I'm going to roll with 5 running backs here. Considering I started off Gibbs and Saquon, dude. Like, I shouldn't invest in that position anymore. Like, if they stay healthy, Corum, Tracy, Singleton, might be a little thin there, but tight ends are not great. Kittle, Fryermuth, Tunges, Ferguson. I feel like that makes more sense. And then I can have my last 2 receivers. And they cannot be a week 5 bye. That is just can't happen. So we'll take Adonai Mitchell. And then some other bum for the last pick. I'll reach on Mitchell. There's any Malachi Fields might be nice. But we'll take Mitchell. Who are you going to take a tight end, Ray? You got to take one more tight end, buddy. Who you eyeing?
Whoever's going to be there, man.
It's a pretty good answer. Well, there's a million guys there. Oh, there goes Zach Branch. I'm not going to let him fall to Mouth. Mouth would take him. Mitchell. Yeah, receiver room doesn't look great first glance, but they're stacked up. I got tight ends. And one more. A lot of guys I like. All right. Winding down over here, gentlemen. No open bar tomorrow, guys. Big Ray is going to a show and getting shit-faced and hopefully behaving himself and not driving. And
yeah, we're taking the train.
I'll probably
train
do
and Uber.
Taking the train? Hell yeah.
Train and Uber. Yeah.
I will probably be on tomorrow for a draft. Probably 10 p.m. Central. I'll send it out in the Discord for you guys so you know when to log on if you want to draft along with us. And then Sunday I might take the day off. I don't know. I've done I think 13 straight days, so could use a night just to chill, maybe watch some film, start prepping again for the year. We'll see though. I said that before and I've been on. Now it's nice that we actually have bye weeks to draft with because all those other drafts were just blind. Justice Hill getting selected. I don't mind the Greg Dulcich pick. That could be who'd you take, Ray? Colby Parkinson?
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah, Harold Fannon's solid. We'll see. Mouth took Wicks. So what's Mouth's running back room look like? Connor, Braylon Allen, Keaton Mitchell, Kenneth Walker, and Hampton. So he needs one more. He should be taking one. No, he takes Mason Taylor. So he is going in with a very, if I'm worried about my running back room a little bit, this is much more worrisome. Much more worrisome. So we're going to take my favorite player to draft, Elijah Surratt, in the last round. Guys, Elijah Surratt's going to catch 6 touchdowns this year. Mark it down, baby. He's Isaiah Likely, but better. There's Ty Simpson. Yeah, I really think he is better. Surratt's. All right. Excited for these draft grades, dudes. Did you finish your steak yet, bro?
Yeah, I've been doing eating for probably 40 minutes now.
We'll see how it looks on the full screen there, Mouth. I'm not a Keaton Mitchell guy. And the fact that I know it gives you a little bit of security for a Marion Hampton, but if you're third, I wish that was like a Kenneth Gainwell. Personally. I guess we'll see how it looks. Did you get auto-drafted any of those picks, Mouth? All right, Sunday Thunder. This is Derek's team. He's all in on the Bears, he says, and I believe he is. Let's take a look. Caleb Williams, Sam Darnold, Tua Tagovailoa. Mr. Concussion. I talk like I had a concussion there. I know you wanted Tucker. Okay. Derrick Henry, Kyle Monangai, J.K. Dobbins, Woody Marks. Love that pick. Zach Charbonnet, Kamani Vidal, and Najee Harris. I see why he took 7 running backs with Kyle Monangai and J.K. Dobbins as his 2 and 3. JSN, Devonta Smith, Luther Burden, Jaden Higgins, Travis Hunter, Tyreek Hill, and Torrey Horton with Loveland, Pitts, and A.J. Barner. So with Caleb, you are looking at Kyle Monangai, Luther Burden, and Colson Loveland. With Tua, you have Kyle Pitts. And with Sam Darnold, you are looking at JSN, Torrey Horton, and A.J. Barner. So well-constructed team all around, especially with the stacks. I think at first glance, my biggest issue is the wide receiver room. Now, I get that Travis Hunter has some pretty big upside if he's playing wide receiver. If he doesn't, you're missing a 5. Tyreek Hill has major questions of where he's going to play and his injury concerns, right? When does he play? And Torrey Horton coming off a major injury. So my issue is those back 3 guys, but you can get away with starting 2 receivers in this league, but you don't have a really strong running back room. But I do like the top 4. specifically the top 3 with JSN, Devonta Smith, Luther Burden. The tight end room, I think Kyle Pitts can fill into your flex quite a bit. So I'm going to give you kind of a pass on those 3 picks that I'm not a big fan of. But Kyle Pitts is a 2. He's essentially your wide receiver 4. And having 7 running backs, Najee Harris, I think, might sign with the Lions. There's some destinations for him. If someone goes down in training camp, Najee Harris will be on a team. He'll run some touchdowns, and he's a pro. Love Kamani Vidal. Charbonnet gives you some late season boom. Love Woody Marks. Don't like J.K. Dobbins, but Monungai and Henry are fine. And the quarterback room's well balanced. I think Tua is going to start the year for you. You got Tua literally 38 picks after ADP. Lovely, lovely stuff. This is a solid B for me. There's some issues with the team, but I do like the tight end room. I like the stacking. Well-constructed team. Ray, thoughts on this team?
Yeah, I mean, I like the B too, just because, like you said, it has good stacks. There's a lot of good high-end talent in here that could definitely go a long way. There's a lot of upside. I mean, a lot of things got to fall his way. For instance, Hunter playing receiver and Tyreek Hill, see what happens with him. But in general, though, I like the team.
Yeah, Derek, what is your grade on this team? Bandit says B-. Mouse says Vidal is a good pick, and I do approve of that pick. Derek, what is your grade on this team? He said he also got auto-drafted Travis Hunter, which makes sense. Although Travis Hunter was good value, technically 16 picks after ADP, and Tyreek was kind of a response to that. I think my thing is I just wish you had a better 4, right? So if you had just taken maybe skip on J.K. Dobbins, but I understand why you did it. So if you took a better wide receiver 4, but Kyle Pitts essentially is going to be your wide receiver 4. He's going to be a flexible guy there at tight end, gives you some insurance for Colson Loveland. So yeah, I'm in on this team. Don't love it. Anything above a C+ feels okay. I like the construction. I think Tua was really good value, and Kyle Pitts at ADP is a value, guys. I don't know what we're doing. I'm not even the biggest Pitts fan, but like tight end 9, and not even the fact where he's going tight end 9, the fact that it's pick 110. Like, I know it's Superflex, but pick 100 in a normal best ball, like that is just undervalued. Like, especially if Tua is the quarterback, he's going to get peppered, dude. Think of what Jonnu Smith did, guys. Jonnu Smith was a tight end 3 overall with Tua. Later stage Jonnu Smith. So that's the upside there with Kyle Pitts. All right, let's move on to Mouse team here. Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, and Geno Smith. This quarterback room is lovely. I love the upside shot there with Geno Smith. The running back room, Hampton, Walker, Keaton Mitchell, Braylon Allen, James Conner. We'll get back to that in a second. So let's check out the wide receivers. Nico Ladd, DJ Moore, Lemon, Quentin Johnson, Ricky Pearsall, Omar Cooper, Trey Tucker, and Dantavian Wicks, with Laporta, Dalton Schultz, Mason Taylor. So pretty well-rounded there. You have Mason Taylor, Omar Cooper, and Braylon Allen with Geno Smith. With Justin Herbert, you have Marion Hampton, Keaton Mitchell, Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnston. And then with Jalen Hurts, you have Mekhi Lemon, Dontavian Wicks. So Mouth says B for Mr. Free Throw. The stacking is always, Mouth is, I remember when Mouth first did this, I was the same way when I first did him, and we didn't realize how important stacking is in these big tournaments. And then, like, ever since then, he's hit the stacking. Like, if anything, he's done over stacking, which is better than no stacking because you're never going to win with no stacks. And Mouth's a quick study for sure. This running back room, I just have issues with it. I really do, because I have a little issues with mine. I have Saquon and Jahmyr Gibbs, and I have Blake Corum as my 3, and I have 5 as well. But Keaton Mitchell is a big question mark for me. And I guess the problem is it's going to eat into Marion Hampton. So, like, you're not going to get a lot of standalone value from Keaton Mitchell. And if you do, that's going to be at Marion Hampton's expense, right? And then I do love Braylon Allen. This team needs James Conner to go to the Packers. If James Conner goes to the Packers and is the 2 there and gets 35% of the work behind Josh Jacobs, this team will be okay. If he doesn't, I know you can get away with starting 2 running backs, because the flex, could be anything. There's only 2 receivers, so your flex will be your wide receiver. I understand that, but sometimes filling out 2 running backs here might be a chore. If you have an injury, it's a little risky, I guess, is my thing. I do love the quarterback room. Ray, what is your grade for this squad?
I'd still probably give it I'd say a B minus. Just B minus. I'd still stick with a B just because, I mean, there's a lot of good stacking. I like a lot of his players. It's just to your point, any issues that roll up injury-wise in his running back room, he's going to be in trouble. So I'm probably to a B minus, I'd say. But
the tight end room's okay, right? Just as much as I'm a Mason Taylor guy, there's just so much there in the Jets, and it's fine. You have Sam Laporta, who's a stalwart. He's your one there. Tight end room is average at best, and the receiver room is fine. You have 9 of them, so it's good. Quarterback room's elite. I love the quarterback room. It's just
the quarterback room's really
the
good.
running back room is an issue, and there's a lot of risk here with this. But like I said, Keaton Mitchell offers no upside in this team besides security for Marion Hampton. They're not both going to go off, I don't think. So it needs to be Braylon Allen or James Conner have to be a thing. Has to be a thing, right? And it has to. James Conner is not going to be a thing on the Cardinals. There's just no way. I mean, maybe he gets some playing time, but who's he going to take that away from? Not right. Love and not Algier. Algier's getting the goal line stuff. Otherwise, why? I mean, it is the Cardinals, but why else would they bring Algier there? Like, right. I don't get that at all. So I think James Conner's a cut candidate. He shouldn't be because he's a pillar of that community. But that if he goes to the Packers, I like this team. I'm going to grade this team a whole letter grade up almost. But as currently constructed, James Conner could be a nothing. And now you're looking at Hampton, Walker, Keaton Mitchell, Braylon Allen. Issue. I'm going to go C+, just because the running back room. I like a lot of the stuff. This team could be – this is a risky team, I guess.
Yeah.
Free throw says C+. You said B-. Mouth, what do you have? Mouth isn't as worried about the running back room. Like I said, we'll look at my running back room in a second. I'm a little worried about my running back room. And I have a similar build, but I have Gibbs and Barkley, right? Gibbs and Barkley compared to Hampton and Walker. Not actually that far off. I think those are probably pretty similar, but I think Jahmyr Gibbs is elite, like the elite. But maybe B- for me. I'm just a little worried about this running back room, I guess is my thing. It's a B from Mouth. This team is risky business. This is Tom Cruise dancing with his underwear for sure. But you know what? Ricky Bobby, man. Ricky Bobby. Let's go to my squad. And I think I have a similar issue at running back as you. We have Patrick Mahomes, Cam Ward, and Bryce Young. Look at that value on Bryce Young. 13 after ADP. That was a lovely treat because I was going to take him in the Cam Ward spot if someone took Cam Ward. So very happy about getting Bryce Young there. Jahmyr Gibbs, Saquon Barkley, Blake Corum, Tyrone Tracy, Nick Singleton. So this is a similar situation to Mouse team. I just think Blake Corum has much more weekly value than Keaton Mitchell. And Tyrone Tracy might be the starter to start the year. Nick Singleton could be a nothing burger, but you don't like the quarterback room? Yeah, it is kind of scary, but what's scary about it? Mahomes' injury? Is that the scary part? Ray, what do you think?
I mean, that's probably what I'm guessing he's thinking. But for what we're doing with this best ball, it's fine. I like it. I mean, his is better than yours, yeah, but
100%.
Yeah,
this is I'm banking on Patrick Mahomes. This is a bet on Patrick Mahomes, which it could crash and burn if he's not. And I didn't want to take because I got Bryce Young. I was going to take Justin Fields with Mahomes, Cam Ward, Justin Fields, but Bryce Young fell to me. I figured why not just go all in with the aggressive build and not hedge my bets. I didn't want to take a fourth quarterback in Justin Fields because if Patrick Mahomes gets hurt, if you look at all my stacks I have with Mahomes, my team's cooked anyway, right? So Mahomes as 2 or not at all. I'm in on Mahomes this year. I guess we see differently on that, and I could be wrong. I do like the running back room though. We have Rashee Rice, Tet McMillan, Carnell Tate, Xavier Worthy, Rashid Shaheed, Jalen Coker, Adonai Mitchell, and Elijah Surratt. And I had to go 4 tight ends because I have George Kittle. So I have Kittle, Freiermuth, Tunges, Terrence Ferguson. So I have essentially the San Francisco tight end room. Pat Freiermuth, who's not that great. That's why I went with Terrence Ferguson. I could have gone another way. I could have just rolled with Kittle, Freiermuth, Tunges, and left off Ferguson and probably taken another running back. But I think I'm fine with Tracy as my 4 and Corum as my 3, and I do like Nick Singleton. So in terms of stacks, we have Mahomes stacked with Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy. We have Cam Ward stacked with Cam Ward with Carnell Tate, and we have Bryce Young with Tet McMillan and Jalen Coker. So we're stacked on every single quarterback. The receivers are a little thin. I'm not going to lie. So my running backs and receivers are a little thin. I do have some insulation there at flex possibly, but the tight ends are not really great. So I love the way this team fell out. Maybe it doesn't look as good now, but I am higher on this quarterback room than most. The floor is really low in the event of a Mahomes injury, and the other 2 underachieve. Yeah, I agree. This team has a lot of variance to it in the Mahomes thing. At this point, this is a bet on the Chiefs, and I think there's better bets. Like there's worse bets than betting on the Chiefs. I feel like after last year, we'll see if Mahomes is ready week 1. He's not going to be running as much. That's why I double stack Mahomes. So I don't hate betting on the Chiefs, and that's just kind of the way it fell. But I do think I like what I did with the running back room. B from mouth. It's pretty risky. My quarterbacks are riskier. Your running backs are riskier. I don't see the quarterback risk as much because, like I said, if Mahomes is not Mahomes or he doesn't play the whole year, my team's fucked anyway. And modern medicine, man, like I think he's playing the whole year. And I'm a big fan of Cam Ward. Bryce Young, I could take or leave, but as a third quarterback, like a lot of teams are going with a Mendoza or even Geno Smith. I love Geno Smith, probably better than Cam Ward than Bryce Young. But is Geno Smith playing the whole year? I don't have any concerns with Cam Ward and Bryce Young playing the whole year.
Yeah, I would give you a B. I like your stacks. You have some high end stacks. Your running back room top heavy.
Well, the thing is, this is just you see it. Everyone in the chat, right? Like people are down on Mahomes. Hence why Mahomes is going quarterback 12 in fantasy right now, which I feel like that's insane. I know the thing is injury and he's been bad. Let's not sugarcoat it. Mahomes has been bad the last 2.5 years, specifically the last 1.5 years. He's been bad. He's been awful. I'm willing to buy low on Mahomes. Like I feel like it's just a nice bet, and it's like betting against LeBron if he ever had an injury. Like I know you hate LeBron, Ray, not as much as Dakota, but he's a mark of consistency, right? Like what's Patrick Mahomes' floor really? Like the last year, look at the rushing, but his floor is 2024, 26 touchdowns, 11 picks. Ew, what a bad year. Look at those 2 years, 293, 294. The year before, 428. Mahomes, what are you doing? What are you doing, Patty? And I will say this. If this team bursts into flames because Mahomes sucks and gets hurt, I will be happy because that means I burned $3 and the Chiefs are going to suck again, which I'm not a big Chiefs hater, but do any of us really like the Chiefs? Is any of us in on the Chiefs? Sick of it. I'm done with it. I love Cam Ward. Not a big Carnell Tate guy, so it kind of hurt me to have to take Carnell Tate, but I'm sorry, Team Money. You can't compare what happened to RG3 to what happened to Patrick Mahomes. Like we just saw Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's come back from multiple injuries. Has Joe Burrow looked bad? The year after Joe Burrow's ACL, he took that team to the Super Bowl, I believe. He was younger, I guess, but he's not a scrambling. RG3 was different. RG3 already had a fucked up knee, and they brought him back too early, and he literally blew out his knee. And he's a scrambling quarterback. Like RG3 just wasn't very good in terms of as a quarterback. And once he lost that athleticism, it was done, right? Ooh, I'll say this: Burrow at quarterback 3, healthy bye gets by with Mahomes at 12, starts the year slow. Yeah, Buck gets hurt. That's perfect to me. Superflex gold. That's almost like a super win strategy. I think Joe Burrow is, and obviously Superflex, he's not getting drafted too late because they all go in the top 7 picks. But in a normal best ball, like you get him at 63, literally in the 5th round. That just seems 6th round almost for Joe Burrow. Like, give me another quarterback that can throw 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns. I'll tell you it doesn't exist this year. Right. Can you give me one, Ray? Maybe Mahomes, but I can't say that because it's been 3 years. And his offense sucks. He's got Xavier Worthy and Rashee Rice. Know. Joe Burrow has fucking the best 2.
Maybe Caleb. I don't know.
Well, let's get him to 4,000 yards first, Ray.
Yeah, I know. It'd be nice.
Let's get him to 4,000. I'm trying to think, is there any other quarterback? Is there any other quarterback that has the 50? Because a lot of these guys are dual threats, right? Josh Allen's not going to throw 5,050 touchdowns. He might have 50 total, but even Lamar had a couple, 40 touchdown, 38, and 7 rushing touchdowns. So maybe Lamar could have 50 total touchdowns. But Derrick Henry takes. I think Joe Burrow is the answer. Josh Allen could have. Does Josh Allen have? Okay. I think you're right. I think it's Dak Prescott. I really think it's Dak Prescott. Right? Is Dak Prescott? He's got to be a pocket passer.
Probably.
I think it's Dak Prescott.
Yeah, he probably got over.
Josh Allen, FF Legends. So let's take a gander here. Look at this fucking guy's team. This dude took 5 quarterbacks. He has Josh Allen, Matt Stafford, and Malik Willis. He took 5 quarterbacks. F for you, FF legend. What the hell is this? Whoa, he has 5 receivers. This is crazy.
Five
let's see.
quarterbacks and then 5 receivers.
So Josh Allen has 44 1 year, 42, 40, 39. So he's had 44. Although in fantasy, we know rushing touchdowns are worth more than passing. I was just more saying 50 total touchdowns. So I think it's Dak, and it is because it's easier to have passing touchdowns. It's Dak and Joe Burrow are the 2 guys that could have 5,000 yards and 50 touchdowns. I think we're set on that. Yeah, Mouth. You can start Burrow and draft Mahomes, and that is what's up. Someone in the ayahuasca rooms with Aaron. Let's see who took Tucker Kraft in this draft. It was probably 9th round. Let's see. Tucker Kraft. Did someone take him early? Why am I? 103. EV Good. 103. There's that big clump of guys. Tucker Kraft, Harold Fannin, Sam Laporta, and Kyle Pitts. All pretty much go in the same round with Tyler Warren going a round ahead of them. All I can tell you about him is that he's gay. I mean, he's pretty fucking gay, bro.
Your hands are what makes it possible. Your shoulder pads are hard and stiff. Your hands are tender and they can move and caress the ball. that's kind of gay, but hey.
But hey.
What a great clip. All right, Ray. So did we not go over your team, Ray? Did we miss your team? We missed your team. Yet. Or did we go over it? Oh, my bad. I missed your team. We got to go over to Ray's team. All right. Jaden Daniels, Tyler Shuck, Carson Beck. Nice value on Shuck. Nice value on Daniels. Jonathan Taylor, Bucky Irving, Tony Pollard, Rashad White, Tank Bigsby, Ray Davis, with Justin Jefferson, Chris Olave, Terry McLaurin, Alec Pierce, Matthew Golden, Antonio Williams, Jerry Jeudy, and Keyshawn Booty, Fannin, Hawkinson, and Parkinson. All right. That's a team here. That's a team. Let me get to
I'm just sad I didn't get Dwan Johnson.
My guy. Need to add a Ken Jong gay clip. That is a good clip. Anything with Ken Jong. Ray, we did the Hangover on the show. You love. We could do a lot of Ken Jong stuff because it's great. It's always great.
Well, that character from The Hangover is just what made him famous. I mean, he did it so fucking well.
Is the best part of that. I know, like the scene where he jumps out of the trunk. I think Hangover 2 though, when he's like they think he's dead and they see the little thing hanging out of the bush and they think I don't know what they think it is. They grab it. It's his dick.
Yeah, it's his dick. Yeah.
That little tiny little peeper dude. And then when he just fucking takes that big line and just fucking just dies essentially. So Big Ray, Jaden Daniels, Tyler Shuck, Carson Beck. I do like the Carson Beck pick. Again, 2 quarterbacks, similar situation to mine. Jaden Daniels he's not coming off an injury like Mahomes is, but he is pretty frail. JT, Bucky Irving, Tony Pollard's a nice 3 in this situation. Rashad White, Tank Bigsby, and Ray Davis. Jefferson, Olave, McLaurin, Pierce. Love Matthew Golden. Williams paired up with Terry McLaurin for your Daniels stack. Jerry Jeudy was a nice standalone pick. Keyshawn Booty, way after ADP. Wow. He's probably going to get traded, but it's not going to be that bad of a situation. And then Fannin, I do like Hawkinson there at value. I mean, I think his ADP is just way too high. And Kobe Parkinson. So I have no gripes with the tight end room. It might be a little weak, but I don't hate it. I love the wide receiver room. Alec Pierce, Matthew Golden as your 5. And then, Tony Pollard, I guess Bucky Irving as your 2 is a little bit crazy.
That's my running back room. I'm like, just it's not as strong, but it's solid.
Yeah, Tony Pollard will get you early season production. Rashad White is going to get you weekly floor, and then some upside there with Tank Bigsby and Ray Davis. This is a well-constructed team, man. And I mentioned Carson Beck, man, his fantasy playoff schedule, Jets, Saints, Raiders. That's when he's going to play if he plays, which we all think he will play. Why wouldn't they play him? He is bad, but good weapons, and he could be a guy that possibly starts for you. Do you have any Cardinals to stack with him?
I do not. That's the only thing I fucked up.
It's all good. Yeah, well, you probably weren't anticipating taking him. Big Ray can suck on D's Chinese nuts.
These Chinese
So hey, people like the team, man. Jay says B to B plus, B to B plus, B plus.
There you go.
I was over here touting my whole team the whole time, touching my nipples.
Better draft than the last one. There you go.
Definitely, man.
And it was
grading.
It might have been the same draft slot. I think if it wasn't, it was like one or two picks. They were basically a lot of the same guys, just obviously different drafts with other guys available, and I took some other different people. So,
Derek, I'm adding that clip in, or at least a Ken Jeong clip. Have you guys ever watched The Masked Singer? He's on that program, and he's a little bit he's playing like a Skip Bayless character on that, which I'm not a big fan of because Ken Jeong's a genius, dude. Isn't he a doctor? Like actually a doctor?
He was a doctor, and then he got the Hangover role and blew up, and he was able to quit being a doctor and just be an actor.
So he's essentially like the Asian Kevin Hart. Is that Ken Jeong? Is that a good comparison?
What, Kevin Hart's he's a doctor?
No, I'm just saying like this small little energetic crazy fuck.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, for sure.
That role.
I thought you were just comparing the two because Kevin Hart was a backdoor fucking doctor that I didn't know.
You know what? I make fun of white people. Hey, Ray, you're a fucking cracker, bro. You're a cracker.
Yeah.
Small and annoying. There you go. Small and annoying. And you know what? Ray's a cracker, and I'm fucking white trash, bro.
Just accept the fact that you're white trash, all right? Take a look at yourself. You can't do backflips. You don't know karate. You're white trash.
You're white trash too, dude. Look at those shorts are white trash.
Do not call the shorts white trash. Dennis told me about these shorts, and they're not white trash. Look at this. Look at this. Look what I can do. What is white trash about that? Don't call me white trash.
I feel like if I had that kind of mobility, I'd be capable of pretty much anything.
You're white trash.
Look at us. We're in the full flush right here, me and Big Ray. You're not wearing your hat, Ray, you sinner.
Yeah, the Cubs win, baby. I got it right here, though.
Everyone's a Cubs fan again now in Chicago. I love the bandwagon mentality. I'm not saying you, Ray. I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying you know what I'm talking about now.
Baseball in general.
Everyone's talking about the Cubs again.
Yeah, the Sox, dude. They're right. They were 500. They might have been one now under 500.
You know, everyone's going to be a Blackhawks fan if and when they ever get back to relevance because it's been a long time. But you remember the Blackhawks run in 2009? You know that like everyone was the biggest Blackhawks fan. These chicks that don't know anything about hockey are wearing fucking Jonathan
started
Page
in
and
08
Kane jerseys
with the draft, and then 09 they got to the Western Conference Finals, and then 10 they won, and it was over after that. Yeah,
it was exciting, man. It was exciting.
Fuck yeah, dude. That was a hell of a time, man. Fucking like how many Hall of Fame players on that team? At least 4. With Taves.
You know me though. I'm not a bandwagon. I don't support the bandwagon thing. I'm a and
I always
renounced
hockey,
the Cubs,
dude.
but
yeah, I always liked hockey.
Same.
It was just
like,
they were just
I think
so
watching a
damn
standalone
bad.
hockey game is so entertaining. Like just watching two random teams play hockey, it's just such a fucking beautiful sport. It's not slow. It's just, what the funniest way to put it is football. If you did everything, if every touchdown was worth 1 point in football, like there's actually lower scoring than hockey. If you really think about it, because think of some of those like Jaguars Titans games on Thursday Night Football that are 17-14. The score is technically 2-2.
For me, thing. Oh no, 100%. It is a great call, dude. Because like especially when it was a 6-3 game, in football, it'd be like a half a point to 0.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but God, I don't know what I was gonna say, but it doesn't matter. But yeah.
Drake dropped 3 new albums. He dropped 3. People love Drake. What are your thoughts on Drake?
He's gay.
I'm not a big fan.
I got to see him for free, but before he released "Take Care," he came to Eastern Illinois for some fucking reason, dude. It's before he was big, and the school, the university asked our fraternity to do the security, and of course I was one of the bigger people, so I was asked to do it in the front. And then some dude who was like older than me, who was probably like 5'8", he like just big man me because he was older. And I just laughed. So like I was stuck with doing security out by like the bus. and like nobody was out there. So I just went and asked the people, like, can I just go? And they're like, hey, do you want a wristband to go on the floor? And I was like, fuck yeah. So I got to see Drake for free on the floor. And that was right before he like totally went to the new stratosphere, because he would never step foot in Charleston, Illinois. After that Take Care album came out.
Did you hear that he had, I don't know if this is, I'm pretty sure this is true. He has a LeBron tattoo, and he like has beef with LeBron. He thinks LeBron sucks now because he's not winning. And he likes SGA, of course, because SGA is winning. And that guy's the biggest bandwagon fan. Speaking of bandwagon fans, maybe that's why Team Money dropped this comment, because Drake is the biggest bandwagon fan ever. And he covered up the LeBron tattoo and put on SGA because he said LeBron doesn't win or something. And now he has an SGA tattoo. And I think LeBron's response was like, why are you getting another man tattooed on your body?
Right? For real, dude. Well, he was caught wearing a Packers jacket the other day, and because he released this Iceman's, because like Team Money said, Iceman is fire. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't even listen to the song, so I don't know if he says anything about Caleb in that. But he was literally like within the last month wearing a Packers jacket. So it's like, just in general, like, yeah, he's just lame, dude. I mean, literally, like, I
think he's a very confused individual. Is I think my thing. Like, we know who we are. Dude. I don't know if he knows who he is. He's rich though. We know that he's a multi-millionaire. So
hey, you know what?
Congratulations on that.
You don't play full cripple and get away with it, but I guess he did.
You never go full retard, man.
But I'm saying, remember he played the kid in the fucking Peasy. He's gay and a pedo, no doubt.
Is it a fact? I think he might be. Is he actually a pedo? Because
you don't get
wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cartman was Drake and Michael Jackson was Diddy, if you didn't know. So there you go.
Hey, maybe Michael Jackson would have been in that room. Those guys are too old. Mr. Free Throw. I grew up watching Cubs on WGN. Mark Grace, Andre Dawson, Ryan Sandberg, Rip, the good old days. Man, Mark Grace. I just got to give you a little Mark Grace story. One of the nicest dudes ever. And just like he smoked cigarettes, and then because he smoked cigarettes doesn't mean he's a nice guy. He was just a regular old dude, right? Like definitely the one guy I know in the steroid era that did not take steroids.
No.
Mark Grace was all man, no banded gloves, just a real dude.
He
had like 170 home runs. But my mom's cousin, so many doubles. I think he has the most hits of any player in the 90s, by the way. Obviously, that's
if he isn't, he's right up there. He's right up there.
But my mom's cousin, worked at Harry Carey's in Scottsdale when they used to, they played spring training down there. And she like had a decent relationship. She probably fucked him. I'm guessing she probably fucked him either way. And I went in there and he took his time to sign my autograph and talk to me for a little bit, which, a lot of players don't do because it happens all the time to them. He was just such a nice guy. I think my brother also, way back in the day, like when he was like a rookie or second year player, saw him driving from the stadium in like a convertible and chase him down on foot. He was at a stop sign or stoplight, and he signed a ball for him. So the experiences we've had with Mark Grace is just a really down to earth, great guy. And Ryan Sandberg, Rip,
and you're right.
Also didn't someone fuck Ryan? He led the 90s in hits.
He had 1,754, and Kenny Lofton was number 2 with 1,728. So he had almost 30 more hits than the next guy.
Somebody fucked Ryan Sandberg's wife. One of his teammates fucked Ryan Sandberg's wife. It was like notable.
Real nice.
And it reminds me of Major League. It reminds me of Major League when fucking Wild Thing fucks the piece of shit third baseman's wife and doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie Sheen will fuck your wife, guys. And he'll probably get HIV. So,
do you remember the late 90s Cubs closer Rod Beck? Dude had the handlebar mustache with the fucking
bro. Lived in a van, dude. Van down by the river.
I was about to say, dude, literally that guy. Yeah, that guy is literally the fucking he is a man's man. Apparently, like when he got traded to the Cubs, he just drove to the Iowa Cubs and just fucking lived in his RV behind the stadium. They bought him lawn stuff, like chairs and everything. And he would just fucking kick it, fucking mow down heaters and kick beers with fucking Cubs fans, dude. Just like a man.
I think Rod Beck's dead. Isn't Rod Beck dead?
He died in the early 2000s, mid 2000s.
Two other guys that are like that are super. I mean, we call them cool. They're just like down to earth guys. Bruce Arians for sure, and then Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew's a guy that just rolls up in a van.
Gardner Minshew has been so smart to embrace him, and Jameis Winston have both embraced that backup role so well. Because they're
getting studio jobs for sure. They're getting studio jobs for sure, dude.
Yeah.
Can we just get Tony Dungy off there? Anyone but Tony Dungy, but like anyone but Tony Dungy.
You know what?
Who's the clown? Who's the fucking ex-Cowboys coach? I can't think of his name because I don't want to think of his name. Jason Garrett.
Yeah.
Oh God, Jason Garrett's probably worse.
Yeah, he's not good.
At least Tony Dungy's like a Hall of Fame player, and Coach Peyton Manning. I hate the guy, bad person, bigot. But regardless of that, Tony Dungy's just very vanilla and boring.
And he's just hard to
Jason
look at.
Jason Garrett offers nothing. I have never learned a single thing from Jason Garrett ever. And he always acts like he's excited, but you can tell he's not excited. It's just the phoniest goddamn thing ever. And like, why they have those guys in any who endorses this? Like, who approved those guys on that show together? Like those two together, holy fuck. It's like a funeral. It's like hosting a funeral, dude.
By the way, I'm almost guaranteeing this that Gardner Minshew will end up two places, and I mean these are pretty obvious places, but it'll either be with McAfee's crew and getting with that, or obviously just Barstool. But he's getting something.
Good point. No, I guess let me rephrase that. Gardner Minshew will be offered a studio role. Derek says he won't take a studio job. He will live on a beach and surf. Love that guy. So yeah, he'll be offered it. But you know what he might be? He might be like the correspondent, right? Like Ollie Black and Family Guy. Like, hey Gardner, what's your prediction for the game? He's all fucked up on a beach, like Bucks don't win.
Sandy,
like
it's Sandy.
That's what he's gonna do.
Dude, by the way,
8-8 Jason Garrett. That's isn't that the John? Is that the John Fox or who's Mr. 8-8? Damn it, who the hell is it? Is it No, it's the old Titans coach. The old Titans coach, Jeff Fisher. Jeff Fisher.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good call. By the way, dude, did you know that like Derek Walton?
What would Jeff Fisher have done in this day and age where there's 17 games? Because he couldn't go 8-8. Would he have just sat his team out and like forfeited the last game so he went 8-8?
8-8. He would go 8-9. It would just be 8-9. Song Jason Garrett 8-9. They ain't. I'm not giving him the benefit of the doubt of 9-8. What are you doing down there?
Sorry, my zipper was up the whole time.
Oh, it was up.
I was at my sister's. We were outside. No, it was down. Sorry, down. No, actually, no. Here, it was up, but somehow, you know, like sometimes your zippers get fucked up. It was up, but it wasn't up, and my dong was hanging out. So I just wanted to make sure no one saw that. Well, if I got up, I might get demonetized and just ruined. My channel would be ruined from a small willy. We don't want that.
I was gonna say though, do you remember Derek Wolfe, the DT from the Broncos?
Hell yeah, I do. Guy was awesome.
Yeah. He dude, he has like a whole like his after career. He's a social. I wouldn't say he's a star by any means, but he has a decent following, and he's just like an outdoors guy. Like he goes hunting and all this shit, like with his family and stuff. Like I'm like, makes sense. I mean, the dude's a fucking monster. So.
I love it. Guys, Downtown Sports, we're about to log off here. I'll be back on tomorrow doing a couple more drafts with y'all. Downtown Sports, they're on YouTube now, 23 platforms. Just search Downtown Sports. That's Mouth's program. One or two shows a week. If you're into the NBA, especially right now, they're talking a lot of NBA. They talk football. They talk baseball. They talk it all. Downtown Sports. Link in the description for that, or just search them. Also, I want to shout out to all of the Patreon bros. We appreciate everyone in here supporting the show. Keep it going. We appreciate everybody. A lot of perks for joining. I don't want to go through them all right now. You guys have seen the show. You know what it is. Everyone in here will endorse it. Great investments. We're going to make a lot of money this year in football and with the bets, guys. The record speaks for itself, 96-58. We're going to continue crushing those. We have Mike Storey's college plays as well as Mouth of the South, picking game lines and over-unders and money lines. That's going to be interesting. So go to the link in the description there. Go to the website. Hop on over, get the Discord, join the community. It's the fucking place to be, Ray. And it's popping, man. We have a bunch of redrafts too. If you're interested in playing some leagues with us, the Dynasty League is full, unfortunately, drafting in a few days. But we're going to have as many redraft leagues as you guys want to play, all with hosts in them, at least one host. I'll probably be in every fucking one because I just can't say no to fantasy. And hop in there. The bets, you name it. Mr. Free Throw, Jason Garrett is nicknamed Redhead Jesus here in Dallas. He was so bad. Redhead Jesus. Redhead turd.
Yeah, he was Dude, and like he was there for so long, it felt like too. Like him and the Romo combo, right? He fucked Romo probably. Romo, like they would have got a better coach in there that could have been a more well-rounded offensive coach. I don't know, but Jerry Jones.
Well, Jerry likes to hire. He likes to hire yes men and guys that don't think for themselves. And Jason Garrett is the definition of that. Who was the other defensive coordinator guy they hired? The fat dude. Who the hell? Someone help me out. The fat defensive coordinator kind of looks like a Santa Claus a little bit.
Oh, Mike Martz. Not Mike Martz, Mike McCarthy.
No, not that. Bad Cowboys coach Fats.
Dude, by the way, it is crazy to think like now, like, you're older than me. I don't know if you remember much of when the Cowboys were really good in the 90s, but the fact that Jerry Jones does what he does now, like you said, always wants yes man, but Harry hired Jimmy Johnson back in the day. Like that is just so crazy to think about now because like our entire lifetime.
Wade Phillips.
Oh man, there it is.
He coached for 3 years.
Yeah, that guy was bad.
So here's the thing: is they had Bill Parcells from 2003 to 2006. Then they go to Wade Phillips because Parcells is not a guy that's going to take any shit from the owner. They go to Wade Phillips, then Jason Garrett.
Oh my!
That was just like, okay, I'm sick of dealing with guys that actually want to do their job properly. I want to be the coach. I want to be the GM. I want to. That's what happened.
Well, you know what's funny? You know what's even worse? The Bears. The Bears had Ditka in the 90s, got rid of him, and had Dave Wannstedt was a bit of a red ass, but even outside of him, every single Bears coach up until right now of Ben Johnson have been complete lame ass rollover.
Well, Lovey was good. Lovey was good though. Like Lovey had good results.
But he still was quiet and wasn't.
Agreed.
He didn't make waves. He was
Team Money. Remember Reggie Bush on the Saints? Good times. It was good times.
Yeah.
But I would call him a bust just based on the fact that he went second overall. Right? Like that was just. It wasn't on him though, right? If he had gone 14th overall, we'd all look back at Reggie Bush's career a little more fondly. And just the hype coming out of USC. That's what it was. It was good years. He just was never a real 3-down back. Mr. Free Throw, Derek made a big trade in Dynasty League today. Derek, before we go, what was give me your take on the trade? I know you traded this year's first. You traded this year's first and next year's first, but you got 2, 4, and 6, and also traded a 7th this year. So you got a lot of picks in the middle. So you have quite a bit of picks there. It's a deep league. Is that your thinking? Because I can see both angles in this trade with you and Mouth. It's hard for me. I think it was a pretty fair trade. I don't know exactly who won. Ray, did you see this?
Yeah, I saw the trade. I saw immediately.
What did you think about it? It's a blockbuster. It's a fucking blockbuster, dude.
I thought the same. One person's looking to now, one's looking to the future. And in Dynasty, I mean, this is my first one doing it, but in general, I mean, I know how it works. Like, that's not a bad way to think about it. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to think for the future, or if you just want to get your head start and get more stud guys now, maybe especially if you're targeting younger, which I'd assume obviously that's the whole point. It's just I guess it comes down to how much college ball compared to what we got now.
Yeah, I'm curious. We got a 2nd and a 4th this year and a 1st next year. Oh, you got the 1st next year.
He's looking for the future. No. See, Mouth. You got that mixed up. Mouth got the 2 firsts.
I have mixes because there's so many fucking pieces here. I got it mixed up in the conversation with Mouth earlier on the stream. I've got this mixed up a bunch. I'm gonna.
So Derek's looking to the future. Mouth's looking to get his team up and stacked now.
Oh, so he traded the. Am I crazy here? So let's take a little look here. Mouth got. Oh, okay. I see. All right. Yeah, 100%, Derek. I did not. I thought Mouth got the first rounder. But he has 3 and 5. Mouth has 3 and 5 this year, which is, and there's 5 like stud picks, young guys in redraft and dynasty as well. I think it's pretty close in that regard.
Right.
I didn't realize you got the first next year. That might change things for me. I did not realize that. So, wow. And I don't think you're really punting this year because you have the 2. Yeah, I didn't know that, Mouth. When you said it, I thought you got the first, and I would have said you won the trade then. Now, it's pretty close, man. Again,
yeah,
It's all about what you get with these picks too, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know Mal's going to get 2 top 5 players. Like that is, you can't fuck that one up. That is, there's only 2 guys to take. It's going to be Bijan, it's going to be Gibbs, it's going to be Puka.
But next year's draft is going to
JSN.
be stacked, so that's probably also another thing that Derek was looking at.
Yeah, it's pretty even, and
I'm not mad about it at all, dude.
The better you do, Mouth, the like you can, if you win the league or something this year, then you're probably going to win the trade because now that first rounder becomes the 12th pick, right? If you go 500, now you're probably lost the trade because now he gets a top 6 pick and his first round pick. So it's one of these trades where it's similar to like the Micah Parsons thing, right? Like everyone said that the Cowboys lost the trade, and now people were saying the Cowboys won the trade. I think it was pretty much a wash, depending on how Micah responds to the ACL and what happens the next 2 or 3 years. We can't evaluate. That's why it's so funny. Everyone evaluates trades, like NFL trades, and like they anoint a winner when there's draft picks involved and everything. It's like, no, let's wait and see. Like the Herschel Walker trade the Cowboys made, like everyone was saying the Vikings won the trade. Like that started the Cowboys dynasty. So I'm saying like we can't evaluate these trades in the NFL in dynasty down the road. We can give our opinion at the moment if you would do it, what we think of it, like what was their thought process, what could be, but it's a lot of ifs and buts. And if ifs and buts were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
If ifs and buts were candies and nuts, we would all have a Merry Ramus. You're right.
Yeah, I forget what movie that's from, but also love shit in one hand, wishing the other, and see what fills up first.
Yeah. Or also the Tommy boy. Hey, I can stick my ass up the cow's ass. Well, I'll take the butcher's word for it.
Yeah, as for this year, we traded JSN for Tat and Hampton, something like that. No, Jay, I'm just predicting we will know next year's order. It's based on standings, and I was just saying if Mouth wins the league, he would then have the 12th pick because whoever wins the league gets the last pick. If he goes 8-8, it's the 6th pick, etc. You know what I'm saying? I'm roughly estimating these things, Jay. Don't worry about it. We don't know next year's order, and we still have a couple more tweaks to do in there, guys. And
Rob's colluding already.
No, we have to figure out a way that I don't like the order. The bottom 3 teams, I don't like it based on standings to get the 1 through 3 pick. There's a way to do it because that way they just bench their players to tank, and it's hard to police that. So there's a way they do it to where it's possible points. So if you bench all your starters, it's almost like a best ball thing. It doesn't affect your actual win-loss in the season, but there's no point in benching your guys because in terms of how the computer does it, it's the worst team will get the first pick, if that makes sense, from like the bottom 4, the non-playoff teams. So I got to figure out that. We'll vote on that. I just don't like the fact that the last team, like think of the NBA, like that NBA has a draft lottery, but if they didn't have the draft lottery, think of the tanking. Like tanking's already bad with the draft lottery. If there was no draft lottery and no percentages in the envelope bullshit, dude, teams would literally win 5 games. Like they would just not play anybody.
Right. No, I mean, that makes, and that's, I mean, we like to, we all believe in each other and have integrity, but at the same time, it's a long season and just things happen. And if you're that close, you might want to bench a guy or 2 and to make it happen. So like you said, it'd be easier to figure out a way to make that not happen.
And Mr. Free Throw, Derek's got a good point here. Not out of the realm of possibility that we trade one of those 2027 first round picks. So depending on where you're sitting,
what Rob said.
What is the over under? Because Mouth is very active. He made 1 million trades in his league last year. I know a lot of these guys. Dynasty, there's a lot more trades too. What's the over under in trades for this league, Ray? Since we just had a giant trade before the draft even started, we could even draft because it's a slow draft. Someone could swap picks during the draft. That's possible. I think I got to look into that. And I'm going to let you guys know about all this before the draft. We'll have a chat. Is it 50? Is it 100? Like, what do you think the over-under? So there's 17 weeks, but we also have a whole offseason to go through. There'll be some trades then. So it's essentially 8 months almost, right? So we're in May. So it's 7 months until the end of the season. So in 7 months, which is 35 weeks, is there going to be a trade a week? That would be 35 trades. I would go over on that. Over 35.
I'd say the over-under should be 50.
That's big. What do you guys in the chat think? 50 trades for this league. There's 12 people. That would be 4 trades a team. Would be 48.
During how many rounds in the draft?
Oh, I don't know, 27, 28. It's deep
Okay.
as fuck.
Taj, okay.
Over under 2.5 interceptions for Caleb Downs.
I'd go over.
Man,
it's a lot though. I mean, but I can see over.
Yeah, I might want to say under, just not because I don't like Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs is a very smart football player. And it's almost like Allen Iverson, how he averaged 2.5, 3 steals a game because he was such a gambler and he got burned a bunch of times. Caleb Downs is such a smart player that I could see him just, and he's a safety, so that's the upside. Safeties get more picks. You saw that last year with Byard and the Bears. And I guess I would say over, but I could see a world where it's not going to be as high. Like he's going to be a more impactful player and a better player than his interception total would lead you to believe this year. Just because his IQ, that's why I love Caleb Downs, is he's one of the freakiest athletes we've seen. And I think the thing I like most about him is his IQ, which you just don't see that. Kyle Hamilton, as much as I love Kyle Hamilton, and I'm not going to throw 40 times out there too much, but he was like a 4.7 guy, 4.6 guy. But he had all the intangibles I'm talking about with Caleb Downs. Now he's a much rangier, longer athlete, but you see his impact. Like Caleb Downs isn't as long, but Caleb Downs is a burner, bro. He has an Ed Reed level skill set with just more speed.
Right. But I was gonna say, dude, during the draft, there could very well be like 5 or 6 trades during the draft itself, if not more. So that could.
I'm pretty sure we could trade. I gotta look into that again. I've only done 2. This is my second dynasty league, so I'm not exactly a dynasty expert. Most of us are kind of newbies. Derek says I can see my team making 5 to 10 trades. He might have answered the question for us because I think Mouth might make 5 or 10 as well. Ooh, Downs going to serve as more of the Parsons role, Jamal Adams type player. Yeah, he's Jamal Adams, but Jamal Adams just couldn't cover anything. Early in his career, he was better at that, but he was not a cover safety. So it might be more of a in the box, just versatile Swiss Army knife weapon. I love it. All right, guys, we got to get out of here. Tomorrow night, Big Ray is going to a concert, so it's just going to be me solo. We'll do a couple more drafts tomorrow night. Most likely 10 p.m. Central. We'll go a little earlier tomorrow than we started tonight. Sorry for the late starts. Big Ray, nice progression in those drafts, man. That was you've gotten better every draft, which is all you can ask for, right?
Yes, sir.
All
Excited,
right,
man. This will be fun.
Thank you to everyone in here.
Thank you, guys.
My wife's not going to be here tomorrow night, so I might get a little wild tomorrow night. She's going to her sister's house, so I'm going to go try to spend a little time with her before I don't see her for a day and a half. But she might wear goggles. That's an inside joke. But tomorrow night, I'm all solo here by myself, so I might get a little wild solo. So,
Titty's coming out.
Appreciate everybody. Oh, yeah. You know it. Big Ray, thank you. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Rob. Mouth, Derek, Jay, thank you for that super. Appreciate you. And we'll all be talking in the Discord. You guys are awesome. Love your life. Stay positive and respect each other. We out.
You seem like a good dude. I thought I'd see if you want to grab a beer. That's all. I'm glad you called. We get home safe, Pistol.
You got it, Jobin.
I'm sorry, what? Nothing. Oh, what'd you say?
I don't know. You nicknamed me Pistol, and I just called you Jobin. It means nothing. I'm drunk. I'm gonna call a cab.
All right, man. You have my number, yeah?
I got you stored in my iPhone.